Okay guys, welcome to today's coverage of Offerspill Nordic Invitational. I'm waiting for Grandmaster Aryan Tari to join us. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna attempt to keep you reasonably entertained. As we can see, the arbiter at the live camera coverage of the playing venue here in Oslo, and as we can see, the games are underway. Board 1, which is Norman Miesi against Frode Elsnes. Very tough encounter, that one. Board 2 is a very interesting encounter. John Paul Wallace with the white pieces against Lars Oskar Hauge, and I'm not sure people are aware, but John Paul actually beat Lars Oskar the last time these two played, so this will be a very interesting encounter. Also, third board, Lara Jansel, pardon the pronunciation, against Jonas Bjerre, the highest rated player of the tournament. Will be a very cool game to follow. We see that Lara has come prepared with some sort of Catalan. Jonas taking the pawn on c4 at first opportunity. And these lines can get very theoretical as well, so it will be interesting to follow this. So feel free to check out offerspill.com, follow us, there are some links and stuff going on in the graphics above me. Feel free to check us out on social media. There are plenty of photographs, pictures, and of course videos from the tournament posted on social media. And as we can see, Jon Christian Hoare has entered the the playing venue, the live camera coverage. That's very nice. A6 from Jonas Bjerre. Will be interesting to see whether white can recover the pawn on c4, or whether this will be a real gambit. Ludwig Karlsson, one of the definitively strongest players in this tournament, at least performance-wise. Rating-wise, he's not more than 2200, but he's been performing at GM level so far. Ludwig, who lost a very long game against Lars Oskar Hauge yesterday. We will play Mats Vestbjerg Nilsen today, Norwegian international master from the northern part of Norway, Tromsø. And Mats is always booked up theoretically, very strong player. We'll see how Swedish Ludwig Karlsson copes with this. Some sort of Greenfeld, very very quiet variation with the bishop to f4. I like to play with rook to c1, but e3 is of course more than fine, and dc5 is very very nice, of course. Aryan Tari looks different now. Aryan hasn't arrived, so I took the liberty of taking the more comfortable seat in the studio. Sorry guys, but he's about to arrive, I'm sure, and will provide us with some real Grandmaster insights. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Do you want some
company? Yeah.
Some company?
And this is not Aryan Tari either, guys, but it's even better. It's Jon Christian Hoare.
Yes.
Yes, the eminent, the one and only.
This is actually the original dynamic duo.
yes, the only dynamic duo. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we had some
lots of cool openings here. I mean, this is of course the Miesi special. You know, everyone who prepares against Miesi either plays c6 or e6 because e6 because Miesi always does e4 anyway, and we get this kind of structure. Doesn't transpose. You have the pawn there or there.
Right.
But right. It's the same kind of isolated pawn. Opening in which Miesi has tons of experience. Even though you might prepare some moves here, it's I guess something Miesi is very comfortable with. Linus Johansson against Tor Fredrik Korsen. Linus, who lost quite badly yesterday. He just told me yesterday was a real crap game, but I'm sure he'll try to bounce back today against Tor Fredrik, who played, in my opinion, the game of the day yesterday.
Yeah, Linus has not had the best tournament, I would say, but
not the best tournament. He set so high standards for himself, though. So
and it's really impressive to know that he actually is working daytime and then comes for another 4 or 5 hour game afterwards.
So he's working double shifts during the tournament, basically. Yeah, so I'm not sure if he works full time, but it's I guess more than most of the other participants in the tournament. So actually, I talked to Linus and Frode Elsnes before the game yesterday, and Elsnes was surprised that Linus is working. So I guess Frode Elsnes got quite confident when he found out before the game. So I should beat this guy, and he did. Rough for Frode, not meeting enough GMs in such a good tournament for him. Elsnes did lose against Ludvig Karlsson, but he's been performing well, and the same goes for Lars Oskar Hauge. They are both dependent on meeting Grandmaster Rune Dyrhus, which can happen, of course, still, but I guess Rune needs to win today against his teammate from Nordstrand Chess Club, Andreas Tryggestad. Tryggestad beat Sigve Hølleland from Masfjorden, western part of Norway, yesterday in a very long game. And as we can see, Rune Dyrhus has again surprised both us and himself by choosing a new variation against Tryggestad's Grünfeld setup. F3 is perhaps the most uncompromising setup of them all. D5, and then you go for this massive center, which is quite impressive, but the knight lacks a good square, so it's not all good. Lars are only missing to face one GM. He's been playing. He's played 2 already, so he's pretty close. But he needs to play Rune Dyrhus as well to be eligible for a GM norm.
Right. What about? We can take this systematically.
I have taken it quite unsystematically. I think I covered the first 5, so I guess board 6 is up. Francesco Sonis, who lost quite badly yesterday against Jonas Bjerre after some minor accident in the opening, and there we go.
Sorry for being late.
No problem. Just you take over here.
Okay, get out. Yes. Thank you. Okay, so we should switch seats, I guess. There we go. Joined by Aryan Tari, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Well, I covered the first 5 boards. We could do them again if you'd like to check out the openings. Miesi has played his speciality once again, going for the isolated queen's pawn.
Yeah, he usually does that.
Yes. But I guess Frode has something prepared here, but I don't think it really matters because you can't break this down, and at least not in the opening. You can get a comfortable position, but Miesi is very experienced here, so I'm guessing he's quite comfortable as well.
Yeah, it's just very playable with white, not necessarily getting an advantage, but Miesi doesn't care about advantage in the opening.
No, we saw that yesterday. He doesn't care about being worse either. So
just goes for his type of position, which he likes. I don't think he prepares really.
No, I don't think so. He's so experienced. I'm guessing he's gotten tired of preparing.
Yeah, black goes 96 or G6 usually. We'll see.
Yeah. John Paul against Lars Oskar. I mean, it's impossible to prepare against Lars Oskar, so I'm guessing John Paul didn't do much preparation.
Is it? Doesn't he always play F5?
Does he? Okay.
No.
then it's my mistake.
No, I don't know.
I've just seen lots of stuff, but maybe he
probably are right.
F5. But I didn't know he went E6 though. I was guessing he was a more Leningrad kind of player. But
yeah, I think earlier in the tournament he played with G6, but then it was G3 here. Miesi did this against him, and then he played G6.
Right.
Then Miesi played F4, and it became very strange.
Yeah, F4 looked weird, but okay.
Yeah, almost a novelty actually.
Yeah.
So
and then he went D3, E4, right? Which looked very loose, but somehow.
Yeah, he was worse after the opening, as you said.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I guess with the pawn on D4, usually white goes E6, which we see in the game. If the pawn,
and then G3, right?
Yeah, if the pawn isn't on D4, then E6 is kind of dubious, I think, because then there could be some E4 or I mean, usually they don't go e6 before d4. I think.
No, okay, yeah.
Anyway, this is very normal. Black can play bishop b4 or d5.
Yeah. Actually, John Paul beat Lars Oskar the last time they played at Fagernes a couple of years ago, but of course Lars Oskar is much stronger now. So we'll see. John Paul needs to bring his A game today, for sure.
Yeah, Lars Oskar in great shape. It's gonna be interesting. Lars Oskar is definitely gonna try to win.
Obviously.
To fight for the first place.
And this is some theoretical duel, I guess. But
yeah, some strange Catalan, but these days against the Catalan you can play like anything. There are like thousands of moves here, so
yeah,
this is one of them.
Is the Catalan a bit out of fashion now? Because it was very topical a few years ago, especially when Kramnik tried to make it work, and he did, I guess, for a long time. But now it's just so theoretical, and after Albuk released his books, I just got pretty fed up with the whole opening because it was so much work.
Maybe it was more in fashion some years ago, as I said, but still you see a lot of games with the Catalan these days. But I think mostly on top level they play bishop b4 check, bishop e7, and black is extremely solid in these lines usually with c6, and there are a lot of games, but black can play a lot of stuff. So
yeah.
This is also
depends on your style, I guess.
Yeah, I mean Jonas wants to beat Lara, of course. He's much higher rated with black, so he's going for something let's say unstandard.
Yeah, sharp stuff.
Yeah, sharp stuff, as you said, and he's gonna try to hold on to this pawn and test her in the theoretical stuff.
Yeah, because usually when I played the Catalan a few years ago, whenever people took on c4, I never got my pawn back. So probably why I stopped playing the Catalan, because I was always a pawn down. But okay.
Then you should play queen c2 immediately.
Yeah, so I started to do that. Queen a4 and just get it back. I did that against Johan Sebastian.
Because here you can't lose it, because you have queen a4 at least.
That's my...
So knight c6, you should play queen c2 immediately.
Yeah, of course, cover it. Yeah.
Otherwise you're lost.
Yeah. Ludwig Carlsen, had you heard about him before the tournament?
Actually, never. Have you?
No, I hadn't. So
is he old or is he young? Or?
Born 2003, I think. I did some minor research yesterday. I never do research before streaming, of course, but I did yesterday, and he.
Okay, so pretty young.
Yeah, pretty young, and he's been performing enormously well today, and he almost, I guess, well. It wasn't so close against Lars Oskar yesterday, but he played a fine game. And,
he was close to a draw.
Yeah,
but,
reasonably close, and Lars Oskar had to work for a long time. So
he's played amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's far above his rating.
Yeah, really.
He is like plus 100.
Yeah, something like that. It's amazing. Mats is very strong in the opening though, so we'll see how Ludwig fares.
Yeah, he prepares and he knows his openings very well usually. So he plays the Grunfeld, rook c1. Yeah, this is very theoretical.
Yeah.
Usually they go knight c6 though. I mean, I usually play knight c6.
Some comment from Vodurkdal in the chat. dc4 is extremely dangerous for black in the e5 bishop takes c6 line in the Catalans if white knows what to do. That's the Lara Jonas game.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the Milton Pansar Benjamin Arvola game from Offerspill Invitational, which was the same line as Frode mentioned. Very sharp stuff. I think Milton actually won a very nice game against Benjamin. So difficult to do, beating Benjamin. So that's some achievement. Alright, so I guess this is... I have prepared this actually with white.
Have you seen 97 is also normal? Or?
No, it looks weird to me. I thought knight c6.
But he also spent 7 minutes, so I don't know if it's kind of out of book or it's just... The problem with this line is that if white is well prepared, it's extremely hard to pay for a win for black, so it's just depressing.
That's why I prepared it. So it's very dry stuff, and I guess Aronian has some win in this line, I think, but it's very high level stuff if you want to get an advantage.
In general, the bishop f4 line can be very dry in Grunfeld, so maybe Mats is just thinking that his opponent is well prepared and he just wants to try to play something to get him out of book.
Probably, yeah.
Although he might be worse.
Yeah,
sure. It's not the most stupid move.
No, it makes sense, I guess. I will see what Ludwig will do here. I guess knight c6.
Yes, the theory goes
h3,
something like this.
Queen e2.
Hit threatening e4, this knight d5, e5, rook c6. It's just very sharp stuff, but ends up in some sort of equality.
Yeah, I guess white has other options here as well if he wants to do something really dry.
Yeah, like Itarizaga in February took on e4 against me, and then 3-4 moves, and I think 92 or something, and then he offered draw, but was in an open tournament.
Yeah.
So this is more dry than the 95 stuff.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so that's an option for Ludwig, but Mats chose to play something a bit offbeat, which could be a smart choice against a well-prepared opponent, at least if he's lower rated and you need to complicate. All right, but that's a real compliment to Ludwig, though, that your higher rated opponent avoids theory because he has respect for your preparation and results. That's a good sign for him.
Yeah, we will see what he's gonna do here. So it seems like he's out of books. Spending 4 minutes now. So that's nice for Mats.
Linus, Tor Fredrik played a very nice game yesterday against Lucas.
I was very impressed. I saw the game
it was like
on a high level
from a textbook. I mean, it was very good.
He showed very high understanding and just played like a grandmaster.
Yeah, he really did. So, I think he's in good form now, Tor Fredrik. Linus didn't do well. Wasn't up to his usual standard yesterday, but I'm sure he'll try to bounce back today. Played some not too standard variation against the King's Indian.
Yeah, Bishop d3 92. I was doing this myself against the King's Indian like 5 years ago. I had 1-2 games, but I don't really like the line. There's like a lot of stuff black can do. I can't remember them.
What's white hoping for here? I mean, what's the point of the setup? What do you want black to do? E5?
Yeah, I guess you're more flexible with an eye on e2. You can play with f1.
F3, okay. But the strategy is still to close down the center and play on the queen side, or what's?
Yeah. I think the main line goes something like this, and then you play this strange-looking move, bishop c2. I think that's the kind of point of the line.
All right.
And with the knight not being on f3, you're kind of more flexible somewhere to meet f5 with f3. But there is some line here which I think immediately gives a nice position for black, at least equalizing, but I can't remember.
Alright, because I've lost a game in this line with black against Joachim Gretarsson, actually in Andorra, which was...
A lot of grandmasters play it, so it's not the most stupid, but I think these days with the very strong computers, they find very easy equality for black.
Okay, we'll see what
we will see.
Tor Fredrik okay, he went 96, 97. All right, to put pressure on d4.
But Tor Fredrik knows about this line because he's, like his coach Romanov was playing this line a lot with bishop d3, knight e2, and then he knows about it, and I'm sure this is probably something he has looked at. But he's spent some time, so he's probably trying to remember something.
I think it was late to the game actually.
Oh, okay, yeah, he usually is.
A couple of minutes. So.
But I remember I discussed this line with him, and he said it was not great for white. But I don't know what this is. But
could be some unlucky preparation from Linus then, if he walks into familiar territory for Tor Fredrik.
Yeah, we will see. 97 hitting the center and preparing for e5. So I guess if you protect there is e5, d5, knight d4. I wish we actually have. He played bishop c2, e5, knight d4.
Yeah, okay, so pretty standard stuff. The knight on d7, bishop e3, and if you have to take a piece, which of the knight or bishop do you want to exchange off?
Not easy to say.
No, I mean, it's a very tough decision to make at the board.
I guess I would take this one.
Yeah, by instinct I would take the bishop, but I would need the proper think here, I think. But I bet Tor Fredrik is prepared, so we'll see what he chooses. I guess now bishop e3 is the normal reaction from white to put pressure, and then it's up to Tor Fredrik.
Very natural, yeah. So he cannot play this. Because then white takes with a knight and it's hanging here, so yeah, he has to take one of the pieces, I think. Yeah, I guess he takes this, but we will see.
Yeah. Did you see Francesco's game against Jonas yesterday?
Yeah, Jonas was well prepared, right?
Well prepared, yeah. So looked.
Suddenly an exchange was lost.
Yeah. Looked very, very strange, but.
Yeah. I also couldn't understand it, to be honest. It looked very strange to me as well, but I guess it was some home preparation with a computer that worked out.
Yeah, some preparation and a small meltdown from our Italian friends, at least according to Johan Salomon in the studio here. So we'll see what Francesco does today against Sondre Melo, who beat Daniel Nordkjell yesterday.
So very normal to play knight h5. Black is in general happy with trading those bishops. So white is preparing long castling here, I guess. Okay, played very fast by both players.
Okay, this looks a bit unusual to me, but
yeah, I also haven't seen it. Forcing the bishop to f1, and then kicking the knight back to e6, and bishop suddenly goes to g2 instead. But then if you castle long, it doesn't make much sense at all with a bishop on g2. So I guess you will castle short now instead. And then play sort of positional, maybe against this bishop, try to play
the minority attack.
b4, yeah.
What's black supposed to do here? I mean, is c5
I guess
an option?
b6, bishop b7, maybe rook c8, try to play for c5, but I think white is slightly better here.
Looks very comfortable for white though, because
agree.
there's no kingside attack, as black usually wants to play in the Carlsbad structure. And this looks like some Tartakova from the Queen's Gambit decline, which could be very comfortable for white. But
yeah, and c5 is like, at the moment you can't do it because it's hanging on d5, so I'm not sure. Maybe black is just kind of putting his rooks in the center and just wait and see what's gonna happen.
Okay, we'll see. Interesting game, and then we have the game between Connor and Ellen. Very interesting stuff here. The Grunfeld, Ellen's done pretty well. Connor
so we have the couple, yeah. 7th board, so
but not a quick draw. So that's good, because I guess Connor wants to win.
Because if Ellen would be white, then they would maybe make a draw.
Maybe, I'm not sure, because Connor needs to win to be able to get his norm right. I'm not sure.
Oh, has he done well in the tournament? He has a chance for norm?
I think so. I think he's done reasonably well. You can check there, yeah. And see how Connor's done. He's a couple of good draws at least. Yeah, so...
Okay, pretty well.
Not too far off, actually. If he wins today, then I guess he's on schedule. I mean, not too far off schedule, at least.
Yeah, I guess if he wins today, he should just make 1.5 out of 2, and then he makes it.
Yeah, and then he makes it, yes. I'm guessing there's not going to be a quick draw for Ellen today, guys. No quick resignation.
Oh, what happened to Lucas?
Oh, Lucas didn't play, not playing today. Okay, well, hopefully there's nothing to be worried about. But okay, he's forfeited today's game. I'll have to get back to you guys about that forfeit. I don't have any information about Lucas, but okay, we'll see.
We'll keep you up to date about that. But this game, Ellen played the Grunfeld. I mean, a bit unusual Grunfeld, but with c4. This transposes into some main stuff.
Bishop f4 here?
Yeah, bishop f4. Bishop g5 is also possible here.
Yeah.
There is some aggressive lines.
Yeah.
With queen going to a3, and sometimes black plays like c5 and sacrifices.
Complicated stuff as usual in the Grunfeld. We'll see how Connor developed. Okay, this looks pretty normal. Rook d1, knight c6. Ellen's been spending some time. Connor's been hammering out the moves. Almost not spending any time at all. The Irishman. d5 immediately. And where to put this knight?
I guess e5.
Yeah, I guess that's the only reasonable square. And then bishop e2.
And bishop e2. I feel like this transposed into something very normal in some way. Just trying to remember how it happened. But I think this transposed. We can check the book.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks normal. D5 played, yeah. Scores quite well for white.
Yeah, you see it comes from here.
Oh, there the
yeah,
system.
Really thought I had seen this before.
Aha, right. Okay.
Okay.
Transposed to some more normal.
But sharp stuff anyway. D5,
yeah.
bishop E2, and there's 4 games here, so not too many. But some top level games with Nepomniachtchi and Ivanchuk.
Yeah, so on top level, not too many games, but I guess knight takes f3 has been played almost 200 times, so it's a pretty normal position. But it could get really unbalanced though with the double pawn on f2, f3, and we'll see.
In general, the side who is better prepared does much better here, so we will see. I mean, this is very sharp, and black should really know his stuff.
Yeah. We'll see how the couple on board 7 spent their time yesterday, if it was preparing or something else, we'll see. At least Connor needs a win to be on schedule for his IM norm. Ellen's done very well and is en route to her WIM norm already. We'll see.
And here on the 8th board we have Rune Djurus against Andreas Tryggestad. Benko Gambit? No, some strange Benko Gambit.
Trying to avoid the Grunfeld and then going for the Benko. But this is, not too normal, I guess.
But I guess it makes some sense. Then you get some kind of better version of the Benko with a pawn on f3, or?
Yeah, because I thought in the f3 lines you usually go e6 and those systems with the black.
Yeah, you usually play d6 and then you play e6.
Yeah.
That's main stuff. So b5. I mean, you usually don't see b5, but we see some high level games. But it kind of makes sense because if you play the Benko, then usually, I mean, the best line is not f3 against the Benko, I guess.
No, so even though Sebastian Mihailov thinks so, it's probably not the best. At least he's.
Oh really?
Short.
He says f3 here is the best.
He always plays f3 against me, at least in blitz, and he always crushes me. So he knows this line very well.
Okay.
But okay.
I didn't know that.
I think he takes first though on b5. I guess isn't that more normal, or I'm not sure. I forgot.
Probably a6
and then f3. Yeah, this is more normal.
Like this.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's downhill for me. That's okay.
I don't know about this line.
No. Okay, so this looks, I guess, some transposition to a Benko style opening. Okay, he took on a6. Surprised me a bit, but okay.
Oh, you're saying black should play e6, or?
No, I was just thinking white could play a4 instead of taking on a6 immediately. Just hold on.
Ah, like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's normal in
this and wait, so you can play bishop e5 in one go. But okay, I'm not sure. Rune has been playing quite fast.
So a4 castles, knight e2.
Yeah, or the bishop out, I guess. I'm not sure. Bishop c4. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Look, a3 is high level stuff. Okay. I guess it's thematic, but you really need to know your stuff here.
The point of rook a3 is that you want to take back with the pawn.
Yeah.
Fedusev did something very similar against me in Isle of Man, but it was not Benko. It came from something else, but it was very similar.
Yeah.
But yeah, white can play this in many ways. Rune took on a6, knight g3. That's very typical, and then you want to take back with the king on f1, I guess.
Okay, cool. Original stuff from Djurus and Tryggestad. We'll follow that game later on as well. Magnus will probably not be joining us today, guys, but you know, who knows? He might pop in for a quick chat or two, as he did the other day. So we'll keep you posted there. How about game 10? Because Luca is not playing on board 9.
Game 10. Oh, we have this.
Or is he playing board 9? Well, what's going on there? There's some. Okay, there's Ingrid Skalsveen
they
instead,
changed the game. Yeah, some other game.
Yeah, so it's Ingrid Skalsveen.
She's on board 11 or no? Ingrid Skalsveen. Oh, are all the boards live?
No.
Oh, so that maybe they are sitting there instead.
Maybe, but I'm not sure why they chose them. But okay, that's that's just fine by us. Ingrid, promising young player from Nordstrand.
Yeah, and also got the Fiedemaster title.
Yeah.
So that's very impressive.
Big bonus today for Ingrid. Okay. against Juan Carlos. He took on c3 unprovoked. Well,
that's very surprising.
Very surprising stuff. We'll see how Ingrid develops then, because now she could go for a quick e4 f4, I guess.
Yeah, but this is considered to be very dubious to take unprovoked, because usually white goes a3 anyway.
But knight f3, knight and bishop d3 looks a bit slow to me. But
yeah, actually, right now I think we transpose into a very normal line.
Yeah, the Rubinstein, right? With a quick knight e4.
Yeah, it goes like this.
If you want the link to today's games, you could use the command the games in the chat. So exclamation mark and then games, and you'll get the link to Leach's broadcast of the games.
Yeah, Rubinstein, as you said. So I guess what she did was not the best.
Bishop d3 and go for
f3.
Well, I was considering it just to. I mean, it's the only other way to develop, I guess, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably the best, because as you say, there is not clear.
But the quick b6 from Juan Carlos is not stupid at all. Testing Ingrid a bit, how she wants to develop, and then knight f3, and then I guess he feels that he's.
Yeah, suddenly Ingrid made logical moves, but this transposed into a normal line, so then bishop c3 was suddenly not so stupid. So you're supposed to play some quick f3, I guess, as you say.
Yeah.
Try to punish black with playing f3 and quick e4.
Because you could get the same variation without a3, so basically both, right? Yeah. Okay, both castles.
Usually you go knight e2 here.
Yeah.
Then try to play f3 and e4 and take the center, but it's also playable with black.
Queen f3 looks interesting according to Fulda after b6 in the opening instead of f3, which is I'm sure a very logical move.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
No high level games
forces knight e6, but the knight might be a bit stupid.
Might be okay there after bishop b7, knight a5, but I'm not sure. I don't know what's the point of queen f3. I mean, and then bishop b7. Are you going for a quick e4 now, or?
I guess and then you maybe put the queen.
Yeah,
maybe
e5.
Yeah, knight c6, e4. It looks pretty good.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe you can even. I don't know if you start with knight e2 or.
Now you could
even the pin is probably annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like something went wrong for black.
Yeah, looks very passive at least, yeah. So definitely some pressure for white. Okay, interesting stuff. Well, not so easy though to react to something completely new at the board. I mean, I understand why Ingrid plays it a bit safe.
Yeah, she probably thought she just made logical moves. She just developed, so...
Yeah.
Also e4 is an idea, as Rustam was saying.
E4 immediately after b6. That's a super... Yeah, after b6. Okay, wow. That's super interesting. And then queen g4, I guess.
Wow.
Okay.
That's cool.
That's very cool.
Threatening e5, and then this knight doesn't have any good squares, so it looks very logical to take. Then queen g4.
Yeah, I guess f5 or... Queen f6. But you could easily end up in a position with just the two bishops.
Yeah, but this is not the end of the world for black, I think.
No, maybe
if
not.
you trade, then bishop b7.
The pawn structure is bad.
For white? Yeah, for white, yeah.
Interesting stuff. Not easy to play. I mean, I would probably not dare to make such a decision at the board unprepared. I mean, it looks...
Yeah, I liked queen f3 better. Yeah, I agree with Frula. That position of a queen f6 looked fine for black. Don't see why black should have any problems. You have to trade queens, and then it's a normal endgame.
Yeah, with the very static pawn structure on the queen side.
Yeah.
Okay, well, very interesting, and lots of I guess scope for improvement in the opening there.
Yeah, maybe somehow Ingrid ended up in some unfamiliar territory.
Yeah, probably the strategy of Juan Carlos. If I know him pretty well as a player, and he usually goes for some offbeat, trying to play the man or woman in this case instead of the correct moves often. So he's a very tricky player. He will definitely go for some rook f6, I can assure you. Okay, well. Jacob lost against Lara yesterday in a pretty instructive game by Lara. He's trying to make up for it today against Mikkel. The two Danish youngsters today. Well, not youngsters, but junior players at least. Another Catalan with c5 this time, so an open Catalan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Queen c3 move was... yeah, I remember Caruana did it against Nilsen and won a nice game. That was like the start of the line. Because before that, everybody was going to...
D3.
D3, yeah, it was D3.
I've seen Rajabov play Queen D3. And then he was chased all around the board by those pawns on the queen side.
Yeah, generally it's very interesting positions, but Caruana won a very nice game against Nilsen in this line.
Are you eyeing G7? Is that the point? Or what's the point of Queen C3?
I guess you don't
C5?
run into C4 or...
Okay, yeah, yeah. So you're pressuring C5, avoiding the loss of tempo on Queen D3 after C4.
Can Black continue to harass the queen? I don't know.
Maybe. High level stuff. There's a pawn hanging on A7, but nobody cares. Queen D3. Maybe castles, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that became very, very sharp, but Caruana won.
Yeah. I'm sure Mikkel's seen that game as well.
Probably.
But he's been thinking for quite a while now, Mikkel. After he spent 10-12 minutes on Queen C3, which tells me it's not a super preparation by Mikkel, and then he spent some more moves on...
yeah, but Queen C3 is a kind of new move, so Jakob, I'm sure he hasn't seen it. He spent 7 minutes on Rook C8, so he's also out of book. I guess... So what happens if you just take the pawn?
Harass the queen somehow, I'm not sure. This is new for Rustomov as well, so it's definitely some new territory for the players as well, I think.
Yeah, when Caruana played it was a novelty back in 2015, so... I guess...
I mean, this is difficult to figure out at the board. So many opportunities and...
Can you go like pawn hunting again, but it looks like too much.
Yeah, and then take on F3 and you're fine with white, I guess. So black needs to have something.
Yeah, but like if you go here, this is the only square, but maybe there is no good discovery.
But you don't play this with white. I mean, is this how
you
play chess? I mean, I would
you
not.
don't play it, of course. You don't play like this with white. I'm just looking at the most like.
I would be pretty nervous with white here.
Maybe just play like
fearing
this.
to lose my queen in the opening, and yeah. Okay. Well, if Mikkel seemed to be well prepared, I would be quite confident in his chances. He's spending lots of time. So I'm sure he's trying to figure out the nuances here, but is the idea F5 after Queen E3? Might be, but it looks well, okay. Bishop C5 next. Rook D1 played. Guess that's a move as well. Looks very crazy, Fulda, but if it works, it works.
What happens if you take... Play Bishop C5 now?
Looks quite harmonious for black though. Queen B6 next, and what's the rook doing on D1? F2 is unprotected.
It's probably better placed on F1.
Yeah, I would probably play rook F1 next, so... I mean, you don't want to go E3 either, so...
No, but getting Bishop C5 with tempo looks like something you didn't want to allow.
No, so no matter where the queen goes, the Queen B6 is up next, and white is in some... I guess...
I think you should... Taking looks very logical.
Yeah.
And then...
Rook D1 doesn't achieve much. DC5 will at least make black go pawn hunting, right? So...
Just saying that white should develop and be happy.
Yeah.
It's not... Yeah. And then somehow
and this is much better. Okay. Well.
Yeah, probably because the rook comes to d1 and the pin is
and you have some squares and okay, but at least this is a much better version than rook d1 in the 10th move, I guess.
Yeah. But I guess it was not so easy to understand, maybe. But rook d1 really feels wrong to run into bishop c5 with tempo. So
because dc5 is a very key idea in this line, I guess. I've seen a couple of games here, not much, but very often white goes dc5 and then makes black sort of work for the pawn. Okay.
Knight e4 is dubious idea.
Okay.
So knight e5 is a line.
Okay, well, interesting.
I thought you hadn't seen queen c3 before.
He has now. So he's done some work, I guess. Okay. Nice to have some input in chat, guys. Feel free to ask Aryan any questions. He will be able to answer them. If you ask me, I just will refer you to Aryan anyways.
I think you know it at least as much as me, this line, so I don't know.
Nothing at all then. Well, let's see board 1. Let's see how Norman
But
is
you
doing.
see here there were some games Shankland has.
Shankland lost with white.
Yeah.
Does he ever lose with white? Okay.
Yeah, I've seen this game. I was also very shocked when I saw Shankland lost with white. He was actually winning in this game, but he was very crazy.
Always super prepared. Okay, this looks far too crazy.
Okay, we don't need to analyze this. But wow.
Okay. And then
this we didn't expect.
Okay, we can safely assume Frode is out of book and preparation. G6 and then H4. And according to Strøvik, Christian Stuvik in the chat, Lars Oskar Hauge has, a bit prematurely started celebrating Christmas on board 2. He's been playing the stone ball, I guess. Christmas tree setup. But Norman Miesis is going for the kill with H4.
Wow.
Okay.
He spent like 14 minutes and then played H4, but it looks... I don't think I've seen it in this position.
Holiday inspiration from our Latvian GM. I guess this is the kind of stuff that Frode Elsnes loves to play against, because he loves to bust dubious variations in the opening.
So, how should Black react?
He's super creative indeed. Very cool player. And he plays completely without fear or respect. I mean, H4 here is very new. Looks like some Magnus Carlsen coffee house blitz setup to me, but okay.
Yeah, don't.
Is
don't
it
trust
dangerous
it
at all? D4, there's Bishop G4 or something, and
I would be very happy to see H4 to be honest.
yeah, Rook H4 after Bishop G4. I guess this is laughable stuff, but why not? Maybe Bishop G4 is imprecise.
Yeah, Rook H4 is a clever move, probably.
It doesn't really look like white is in time though. I mean, it looks too slow, but it's not hopeless according to the computer, but black has his chances. This is very effective in bullet according to Frode Urkedal. It is indeed. I believe you, Frode. Yes, it's our arbiter Gressly who appeared in front of the live camera coverage at the venue.
So definitely interesting. We will see how Mies is going to create an attack in this game.
According to Rustomov, black should be holding off the short castle for a while, so just develop.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I just wanted to see the danger of the line.
Yeah, of course.
If black castles.
Yeah. Natural.
Like, how are you going to get the queen to H4?
Yeah.
So
how are you planning on mating me? Yeah, that's a good start when making your calculations, I guess. And here we go, the Christmas tree Leningrad variation.
Wow.
Combining all variations in the Dutch. Okay.
But why did he play like this? If you want to play G6, Bishop G7, why don't you just do it here? What are you fearing?
I am not sure. Bishop G5. Bishop G7. Is there some E3 Queen C2 short long castle?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. So G6 H4 is a problem here.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Okay,
usually, if you want to play G6, D6 is a precise move
D6,
here. Then
bishop,
you play G6.
and then Bishop G5.
Bishop
Queen
G5,
C2.
Knight BD7. There are many games here.
Queen C2, Maxim 2 slaughtered me with this.
Maxim 2 plays like this, and also there was a game with Nakamura on top, but it's considered to be fine for black. I mean, it's sharp stuff.
Yeah.
But G6 H4 usually black players definitely want to avoid. It's
I guess
considered
that's
dubious. I guess that's why he plays E6 and then G6.
Full disrespect for basic chess rules, according to Rustamov. I guess that summarizes Lasho's playing style as well. He's very, I guess, unorthodox as a player, but super strong as well.
But Lars doesn't care about chess rules, so
no, he makes it work. He makes his own rules as he goes. H4 here, okay, well, that would be a typical jump hole. But he didn't play it. He played the Bishop G2.
Yeah, I guess H4 here is not... doesn't look as scary.
Not that dangerous, no.
Yeah, with a pawn on E6, black also can join with the queen, so it doesn't make that much sense. He played Bishop G2, Bishop G7, Knight H3. Very typical, but usually you wait for the pawn to come to D5, then Knight H3 is stronger, and you can maneuver the knight to D3 and the E5 square, I guess. That's at least what we learned on NTG by Seaman. He was saying like when the pawn gets to D5, the Knight H3 is more powerful, but without black playing in D5, and then usually after Knight H3, black sets up with D6 and tries to play for some E5. But okay, this now looks very very strange with the pawn on G6, and I guess this position hasn't happened before, but we'll see.
Queen B3 looks a bit off to me, but I would prefer to get my bishop out to B2, but okay. Maybe it's logical. Are you going for E4 with white, or are you not going for E4? I guess that's a central question here.
I would probably just play Rook D1 and Knight F4 and take it from there. Queen B3 looks maybe a bit strange, but also I think not a bad move at all.
No.
Threatening here. So I guess you have to play Knight C6.
It's starting to look like some Richie Report game with black.
Yeah, for sure. Even D5 has to be considered. It could easily be very bad for black, I think.
It could, but okay, it's typical Lars Oskar. He knows what he's doing, at least most of the time, and he's going for
C6.
Oh, now C6. What was that about? Basic chess rules. Yeah, okay, so I guess he's going for some Leningrad then. I mean Stonewall, but we'll see. This is looking a bit ugly to me, but okay.
Yeah, I think he pushed it too far.
He's been spending some time as well. They both have. So we'll see how John Paul reacts. First move you calculate here is D5.
Yeah, D5 I was thinking takes E5.
Yeah.
But with the knight landing on E6, aren't you just dead? Or maybe
it's starting to look like some King's Indian gone horribly wrong with like in the bayonet when white goes for knight G5 E6. And then Rook D1 coming. I mean, this is looking very passive for black. I mean, even if you lose the pawn on E6, you have so many squares and pressure, I guess.
Yeah, without this bishop, it's usually very, very bad. But okay, so he doesn't have to take with knight A6. Try to jump to the C5 square, but then you lose a pawn. So
could you go ED and then C5? Is that completely hopeless? Looks ugly, but again, something to consider.
So what if I go for a same?
I have nothing prepared against this. It's just as bad as previously, but at least the bishop on G7 is alive now. So okay, well, Fulde says that Lars Oskar played a similar setup against him with white in the Offerspill Invitational. That game didn't go too well for Lars Oskar, and he might have a similar experience today.
Oh, he lost, or?
Yeah, I think so. Against Ola, if I remember correctly.
But Lars Oskar didn't play the last tournament in Offerspill.
No, well, okay, Offerspill Grand Prix, I think then, not the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it was.
Then I understand. So.
Well, okay. This is not the best of starts from Lars Oskar, but he's up to his usual mischief, I guess. We'll see if John Paul can exploit his opening play. This was actually very similar to the last game they played at Fagernes a couple of years ago. It was a different opening, but the same kind of strategy from Lars Oskar, which John Paul efficiently exploited to his own advantage. So we'll see if the game follows the same path today. Interesting though that again when facing John Paul, Lars Oskar goes for some super unusual stuff. But he wants to take revenge.
He wants to play dubious and take revenge because last time he played dubious and lost, and now he wants to show that he can. He's a stronger player, and now he can play dubious and get away with it.
Yeah, he wants to prove it. Yeah.
But again, John Paul has to play precise, and Lars Oskar usually goes for kind of dubious positions, and if you don't punish him, he might be having bishop f4 played. So
bishop f4 played. Okay.
Prophylaxis against knight d7, but it's not. I would not. It's not the first move I would think about.
It looks a bit weird in combination with knight h3.
Yeah, because after removing like knight a6, I mean d5 now isn't as tempting because of e5 with tempo.
And bishop f4 looks to me it looks not so logical, but okay.
I don't know.
Queen a3.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I don't know if he wants queen a3.
Okay.
I mean, this still looks very good for white.
Still doesn't look winning for black. No, I agree. Is such a good opening? Well, usually it's a fine opening. I guess it's a bit more risky than many other openings, but
you should play it, Lucas. You live in Holland, so it should be your main opening.
I guess he knows it very well. If he
so pity you're not here also.
If he speaks the language, I'm sure he knows the opening as well. I think I've played him before, actually.
Lucas?
Yeah.
Where?
In Spain. I was worse, and then it was a draw.
You played Jordan there too, didn't you?
Yeah, I played his brother as well. And then I was better, but a draw again, so yeah. Always a draw with me, I guess.
You're a very solid player.
Content with the draw. Yeah, Mallorca, that's correct. Yeah, many years ago, though. Right. I tried to play my usual accelerated dragon, I think, which is almost lost, but yeah. So long ago, indeed. How about board 3, Lara against Jonas?
Yeah, Lara is really taking a deep think here.
Okay. I have to stop jinxing people, because I was talking about Lara's good preparations before you arrived, and then when you arrived, and she thinks for 30 minutes or something, but okay. Dyrus was a terrible banker according to according to Strøvik. Doesn't sound impossible that Rune has found himself in a terrible banker.
We'll look at that in a second. So in this position, Jonas has also spent some time, but Lara is really not sure about what to do. Usually in these positions, you just go b3 and accept that you're a pawn down and play.
But how about c3 then?
Compensation. Maybe not b3 in this exact moment. Maybe b3 first.
Christian thinks that Lara put the wrong knight on d2 or the wrong horse, as he says. But she might have mixed up some preparation.
Yeah, but I don't think she's lost though. I mean, it's still a game. Still very playable. Maybe just queen c2 and play for b3, take with a pawn, and in general you have compensation.
Yeah, often this is a gambit anyway, I guess. So.
Yeah, like some position like this isn't the end of the world for white. But I don't know if there is anything concrete with knight b4. But
no. All right. Well, she's been thinking for quite a while now, Lara, against Jonas. I guess Jonas really wants to win, and he needs to win today to be in contention.
But Jonas is a clear favorite now. Generally, when you play a 300 lower rated opponent and you're black, you just, if the opening goes well, which has gone here for black, you win. Here white plays queen e2, rook d1 first.
Okay, so maybe Lara didn't find the appropriate setup, and then rook d1 and maybe b3, as you said, or e4 even.
Yeah, but it's very difficult to play knight f d2 if you don't know about it.
Yeah, doesn't look too logical, at least not at first sight. So I guess I understand.
But she played now a4, bishop b7 is on the board, and then she played knight e5.
Knight e5. Oh, wow, very very committal decision.
Yeah, for sure. You have to be very. Yeah, you really have to be sure about playing knight e5, because then this structure could be bad for white, because you're also a pawn down, so you really have to have enough.
This is really starting to look like my Catalans. I mean, the double d pawn down, no compensation.
They're also spending a tempo with queen d4, queen f4 doesn't really look right. I think black can play logical here and have a very good position. Knight c5 is so
eyeing b3 and d3. Oh.
Yeah, most logical move, and then white looks almost lost.
She's dead lost, according to Christian Suvholm, who I'm sure says that on good authority, according to the computer. Yeah, he's been checking the computer, I'm sure, but
yeah, but that's not how chess works. You cannot play knight e5 and then play slow with queen d4 and
no,
queen
you
f4.
have to have something concrete here.
I mean, where is the attack? Even if you get like 3 moves here with white.
If you give me 3 moves, okay. Well, no, there's nothing. I guess I would probably send Harry away though with h4, but there's nothing. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think even if you get h4, h6, you're still lost. So
yeah, I guess so. Okay.
Yeah, 95 was I think you definitely have to go for some b3 here.
Well, she might have prepared something specific for Jonas, and then she didn't really know the line, and I guess outplayed herself.
Oh, you won a nice game against Sachs. He's a great player.
Long-term compensation is definitely the key term in those lines. Yeah, for sure.
Hey.
Skal vi sjekke.
You finished, guys?
Skal vi sjekke første målen for å dobbeltklikke på den, og så interact.
How did you do?
Yeah. They drew.
Oh, you played against each other?
Yeah, we played against each other.
How was
det?
How was the game?
Og så det
We can show you if
Watch
you
broadcast. Yeah. Done. Also done. Yes, that's good. I would
Nice to get a point at least.
Okay, I can just scram and you can.
Yeah,
do
we
the
just
analysis.
thought we have a couple of Germans who came here in a bit strange way, so thought
German
they
is
could
always good.
Yeah.
Get the
tell,
Germans.
tell a quick story.
Yeah, thank you.
So, yeah.
Hi.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up? Okay.
So you just finished.
Yeah, we finished our game.
I'm interested in seeing your game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, d4.
Who was white?
I was white.
Mm.
Knight f6, knight f3, d5, c4, e6, knight c3, and bishop b4, and bishop g5, h6. I took queen, he took the queen, e3.
Oh, so Rogozin.
Yeah. Castles. Rook c1, I think.
Seems like Bestie Chess. Are you still in the chat? Lucas. Seems like they copied our game.
No. Yeah, rook c1 and yeah, dc4, bishop c4, c5, castles, yeah, castle, cd4, knight d4.
With very high level stuff, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people may draw like this.
We
just didn't see anything
queen,
else.
Queen b3. Yeah, and knight c6. I mean, it's the only
Wow,
way
it is the exact game I had against Lucas Van Forest in Italy.
Yeah.
1 week ago.
Yeah. So yeah, knight c6 is the only way. Yeah.
But making a draw like this, you will be on the base. You will be on the list with a lot of great players. So.
Yeah. So it's quite
That's
a
what
good
we
idea,
thought.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So-
I really support your decision.
Yeah. Okay. Knight takes c6, bishop c3.
But you know, it wasn't prepared.
Mm.
Yeah.
We
Rook,
just-
rook takes c3 and yeah.
Bishop b5.
Yeah, no, we played.
You found all the best moves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It seems like it was a good game.
Very logical draw.
Yeah, but quite good to recover from a few losses, I guess. So, yeah.
Yeah. I think you both lost some games, so it's nice to get a half point.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, tournament could have gone a bit better, but still, it's very nice to be here. Maybe we can tell why we're here. Okay.
Yeah.
So we watched like the first Offerspill Invitational. We watched like nearly every game, and also the Twitch stream. I think was.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so I watched it because it was like the first over the board tournament took place after
it was
lockdown.
it was in the beginning of June, and as you said, then it was like the world was shut down since March, so it was like the first over the board tournament.
Yeah, so it was very nice. So that's why we got to know about this, and in general we knew about this Offerspill project, and we supported it, so we were interested, and then we played in Crete.
Yeah, and then we met like the Norwegian guys like Johannes Hauko on the first tournament, Tor, and like they introduced us to Christiansen, and on the last night, like after the tournament ended, we went out eating with Christiansen. We told him that we liked the project and everything, and I think like it was the next day that he told us that he had talked with Jon Christian, and that we should email him asking about playing in this tournament. So we did, and we were allowed to.
Because we were very thankful for this invitation. I mean,
wow, perfect.
So but okay, because we didn't know that another invitational would take place, so we were like really.
Yeah, I think they decided that the other invitational would take place in the beginning of July or something.
Yeah, it was very spontaneous.
It was not much space between the tournaments.
So that was really nice. So that's why we are here, and
it's great that you guys came. How are you enjoying Oslo so far?
It's been very good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice city. It's nice to walk around and meeting the new people. I mean, especially in this situation, it's something very special to be able to travel around the world and.
You don't get the chance these days at all.
Yeah, so we are very happy that we're here.
Yeah. Today we visited this. Sports school, like I think it's called TG.
Really? And I went there for 3 years.
Yeah, they told us like
you should have told me. You should have told me, guys. I would join.
Yeah, it would have. It was spontaneous. Like yesterday, Tor Frederick told us to just go there. Like he said, just swing around, and then.
How did you get there with the train?
With the metro?
Metro.
But it was very good to be there.
And Simon was there. Simon Agdesten was there.
Yeah. He was the coach. Yeah.
So you had the training.
Yeah, we were there for some
What do you think
hours.
about the school?
It's very nice. I'm very jealous of the guys that are able to go there because we don't have such things in Germany. So I think the Norwegian guys should really appreciate what the
we do. We are of course we are very lucky to have that.
Sure.
If there was no NTG, it would be like impossible for me to play chess during high school. Probably. I mean, like I think in Norway you can take maximum 2 weeks off during 1 year if you go to a normal high school. So
really,
it's strict. So going to NTG, the sports school where you could go on tournaments whenever you want. That's a completely different story.
Yeah, they also go to tournaments together. Like that's
they have arranged trips. They go to like Italy. They go to Spain. They go to different nice places and play tournaments.
So that's very nice, and in general, I think. I mean, there have been many famous people who came from the school.
Magnus went there, and a lot of other sports.
So it's very nice, and I would really like to join, but.
Okay, but you should move to Norway and
we can't speak Norwegian.
that's a bit the point, but we'll find a way.
Norwegians are good at English, so not a problem.
Sure. So
you should go your last year on high school.
NTG. I think it's decided. We're moving.
Board 9 today is not.
You're not moving. You will just stay here after the tournament.
Sure.
You don't need to go back to Germany.
Yeah.
But it's your first time in Norway, right? Or?
Yeah. The first time, and it's very good. I mean, the weather is not as good as in
Italy,
Crete, maybe.
Yeah.
Or in Italy, you're right. But anyways, So it's
Did you go to the beach or?
In Crete or here?
Here.
Not yet.
There's a beach here?
You have to go a bit outside from Oslo, but that's maybe problematic.
No, we didn't do it. Like the round is at 5 o'clock. We wake up at like 10, 11. So there's not.
It's not that much time.
No, it's not so much time. We have to eat and prepare a lot for the games and.
Yeah, especially today it was a lot to prepare.
Yeah, today it was very tough, I guess.
It was easier in Crete. Like the round started at 6 o'clock and the beach was like 100 meters from. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Crete was very nice. So yes.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat is saying that you should play Fagernes as well. Have you heard about this tournament or?
No.
I've heard about it, but don't know.
It's also an open tournament in Norway, but okay, it's not as nice as playing in the middle of Oslo. Obviously, I would say like Fagernes is 3 hours away from Oslo, and it has nice nature and so on.
You'll for sure visit Norway.
I realize now we're on a list with Carlsen. He played this against Ivan Shog.
Yeah, and also Anand Topalov. Yeah, it's a long list.
And so
you played like
world champions today. Amazing.
But 9 is not playing today, yeah.
Yeah, Lucas didn't show up. I don't know why, but
I don't know
if he's sick or.
But yeah, I think the other games were sort of interesting, but. It's very nice to play here, and I think we'll visit Norway a lot of times.
You definitely should. Yeah.
Nice
Happy to see you guys here. And so, do you have a next tournament planned, or you're just going back to school after?
First of all, we'll go back to school.
Yeah, probably.
We took a lot of days.
Yeah.
Also, when I played in Italy, I also took some days already, so that's why we should go to school. And
you really had to take days off when you went to Italy?
Yeah.
Because I thought that was in the summer break.
No, that was 3 days also I had to take.
Okay. Do you guys go to the same school? Or?
No,
we don't. But we live in the same street.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's but the next tournaments, I don't know. Nothing is clear in the situation, so you have to be very spontaneous, I guess. Because from day to another, it's yourself. Everything can change.
Yeah, exactly. You just have to wait and see, I guess.
But also, like, this tournament was like spontaneous as well. Like, so yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll get an invitation to another tournament and then decide it.
You never know these days. Just one day could change everything.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah. But
should we analyze some games?
Yeah, we can analyze some games. I was just gonna say that White went very aggressive in this game with H4. Just all installed by Miasis. But I think Black is in good shape here.
Yeah, because you have the d4 pawn could.
D4 pawn and okay, White played H4, H5 and open up the H5, but I don't see how you're delivering mate.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
And also you lost time by going with H pawn.
Also the king is kind of weak.
Yeah, we looked at rook H4 to try to disturb the bishop, but even in this position you get to go into Fg, but it's not, as you said, the D4 pawn, it's not clear what White's.
Yeah, even queen H3 doesn't threaten anything.
That's the problem, you're not threatening anything.
Just knight x4.
Yeah.
So
So
I think it's in general it could be a sort of nasty approach for Black to always go for this H4 stuff. So I mean, it's not so scary right now, but at some point maybe he needs to worry about.
Maybe stuff, it's gonna be interesting to see. But at the moment, I like Black.
Yeah, me too. I like to. So,
but we realized in the tournament a lot can go fast really quickly.
Yeah.
We had a lot of positions where
a lot can change fast. Yeah, because also the time control is 90
especially
plus
in
30.
Time control. Yeah.
Yeah, you can blunder in one move.
Yeah, but and also I mean another
Who
thing.
decided the time control? Like
it was, but still.
Yeah,
it's
last
okay.
tournament it was also like this. I guess they just wanted to be maybe better for spectators because without more time after 40, we get this time trouble games.
Yeah, that's actually quite good, and also this could improve your normal classical play if you're very slow. For example, that's what usually happens to me, that I get in time trouble, and playing these tournaments makes my time trouble problem a bit less worse, I guess. Yeah,
I guess if you're often in time trouble, then it's not ideal time control for you, but you will try to get used to it.
Yeah. So it's something positive. And for the viewers, it's very nice that, I mean, just by watching a stream it all started and now we ended here, and so you guys should definitely follow the tournament.
Twitch can change your life.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
Can we maybe look at Thor's game?
Yeah, let's look at Thor's. It's
The guy who brought us here, like one of the guys.
So this was against Indian, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, it was some unusual line against Indian with Bishop D3 92, but it's also played a lot. Tour played knight D7 here, just putting pressure on the white center and opening up for his bishop. The point here is that if Bishop E3, he's gonna try to put his knight on D4 and be annoying. This happened. We looked at this F5.
Yeah, this is typical that you take and go F4. You can also go F3, but
yeah, you can either go take an F4 or F3. I guess in this case, Black will go G5 and.
He's sort of happy, I guess, as a King's Indian player, yeah.
Probably, yeah, because the white bishop doesn't exist, and you'll just try to play G4 and mate.
Yeah.
This is Tor Frederick's style, and I think he likes it. So you're not in as much danger when you take and play F4. Your king is more.
But this should be like the best approach because Black is kind of underdeveloped. The knight on D7 is, doesn't have many options.
I mean, it's typical, but still, I mean, this should be preferred to F3.
I agree. I like this better. The knight is trying to go to G4. H3 stops that. Queen E7. I guess Rook E1 was also very logical.
Yeah. Okay.
Trying to re-maneuver the knight to D4 and put pressure on F5. Queen F7.
Rook C. Okay.
So he's really trying to play C5, I guess. Knight D4 here, then Queen G6 protecting and attacking.
So Rook C1, the idea is just C5 at some point?
Yeah, but C5 and D5 is hanging, so I'm not
that's the point.
Sure.
Maybe he wants to go rook. Yeah, the other rook to D1 is not so natural, I guess.
But I feel like Black should have a decent position. But again, the C7 pawn is a bit.
So you cannot go Bishop D7. So that's
a bit
nasty.
You cannot go Bishop D7, or you cannot go Queen G6. So can you do it like this? Play Queen G6 now.
Yeah.
Maybe force this and then play like Bishop D7.
Yeah.
So this should be fine, like playable for both sides.
But yeah, at least you got the Bishop to D7 and.
But what's the plan of Black? That's.
I don't know.
Kind of. The
maybe
for
some
me.
H5 or.
I think I like Black here actually.
Yeah.
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 I think Black is.
I think he will for sure be happy with that position.
Yeah. In general, I don't see the problem for Black. He also has the bishop here, and C5 is not really happening. So I think Tor Frederick should be happy.
But yeah, this Linus Jansson, he isn't having a great tournament. Like at least not as good as last time.
Yeah, he's not having a good tournament at all. He lost yesterday against Elsnes, and it's going pretty bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
But he's definitely going to try to win today.
What happened in this on board 8? There was some Benko stuff. Can we look at board 8 as well?
That's one of my opponents.
Yeah. This was F3, yeah?
Yeah, there was some strange...
Yeah, because I really wasn't sure what to think about this position.
So white got the pawn and Black is trying to get the compensation, which he usually does with playing Rook B8
and Knight E8, Knight C7.
Yeah,
Knight
exactly.
D7.
Knight D7 and
Knight B6.
Like maybe C4, Knight C5, try to jump to D3.
Yeah. Okay, and for white it's not so easy to
play against that. And also the knight on G3 is like kind of misplaced. In general, you want it on C4.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, white has no option of ever playing E5 or something, so...
Yeah, at some point. I mean, that's basically the idea. But, I don't know, maybe an idea is something like Rook E1, Rook E2. I don't know. And then
maybe.
You know that, yeah?
But it looks passive. So
yeah, but some way just to be able to develop the bishop on... to be able to develop the bishop on C1.
I actually like Black's position.
I completely agree. In general, I like Black here. I was just gonna say I think this is a nice Benko for Black. So
has gone very well.
White can get in problems here if he doesn't do something quick, because c4, knight, c5, knight d3 is...
Yeah, White kind of failed to pose.
Yeah, Frode is saying not sure if you want to go f4 there, yeah. But at the same time, what do you do? It's not easy. I also didn't really understand f4, but I'm not sure what White should do instead.
What else do you have? That's I think that's kind of the problem.
Yeah, the idea. Okay, what happened? 97 e5.
His idea is that if you take, he's gonna play f5 and try to play against the black bishop.
Okay. I guess that's
creative. Kind of reasonable.
Yeah.
But also White has like a huge time advantage of half an hour.
Yeah, but the Jurus usually always plays fast.
Oh.
Okay.
I think f4 then makes sense. So because what else can you do? This is like
you like this you like this approach?
I like this approach, yeah, because if you don't play f4, you're really passive with White. I don't see any plan. It looks very sad. But now at least you have an approach and you have something to play for. You're playing against the black bishop and trying to lock it down. Maybe put a knight on e4, bishop g5, try to attack.
Mm.
Yeah. Question is if black is in time with his play on the queen side.
Can you maybe sacrifice the pawn like with e4 or?
Yeah.
That would be my first thought.
But yeah.
Because probably taking with the g knight, I think.
Probably, but then at least you open up for your bishops. So.
Yeah, that's.
And there was a e5 square, yeah.
Okay, this apparently doesn't look very good.
Yeah, it kind of seems logical, but
maybe not yet. Maybe
maybe try to.
This may be more logical, yeah.
Yeah, but it's an interesting position.
For sure, yeah.
I think it was a good try by Rune to play e5 and f5, and we will see what Trygestad is going to do. Try to get counterplay here with getting a knight to d3.
Yeah.
So Urkedal is saying, I guess you have to do it since the knight is stupid, otherwise.
Yeah.
Otherwise rook f2. Yeah, I think that's too slow. That's a typical maneuver with rook f2, knight f1, knight e3, but really feels so slow. Like.
Yeah.
Probably black is in time here with knight c5 and knight d3. Although in this case, yeah, you can take on f2 and the queen is hanging.
Yeah. Yeah, so on board 9 there,
It's another game, yeah.
Board 9 is
board 17
board
actually.
17, yeah.
They moved, but why did they choose board 17 and not board 11?
We have no idea, because I think it was because the game didn't restart at that time.
Yeah.
There was only d4 and
he was late.
He was a bit late to the game, and maybe that's like the least,
makes sense.
the least complicated to move like this board, which hasn't started there.
Yeah, just.
But also I was surprised.
The clock.
Yeah.
100 spectators.
What to expect?
Yeah.
Magnus is not here, so.
Yeah, so.
Leech has the game.
Yeah.
Sorry?
He meant on the Leech has.
100 spectators
game.
there.
Yeah.
I know how many are on Twitch.
Okay.
110.
That's slightly surprising, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm surprised that it's that many. I thought it would be less.
Yeah, me too. On this game, yeah, on one game.
But yeah.
There is the Olympiad going on at the same time, so a lot of competition. That's true.
Yeah. And also yesterday there was this bullet tournament. Yeah.
With Magnus.
I don't know if it's it was just yesterday or.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
So actually tomorrow we play football, like with Magnus.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Do you play as well?
From 1, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna try to join.
Yeah, would be nice.
A lot of people.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
C4, yeah.
That's the only thing we can look forward to, because what else do you do with 1.5 out of 7 points?
Yeah, I would also just try to enjoy if I were you guys. Just okay, it was not your tournament didn't go your way, but
I'm used to it now. Yeah, this summer.
I think
not the first time.
I think especially you just maybe play too much, or what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I would just have to take a break after that, and
taking a break is clever. Maybe take a break, try to work a bit on the games you played, and
exactly.
you will
and
come back stronger for sure.
But I mean, for sure, it's like I gained a lot of experience in this time.
Experience is the most important, especially you're just 16, right? So
yeah. So it's so we still have a long way to go. Yeah. I guess so. It's
I'm sure you will come back stronger. Just continue working, and a break is usually good.
Yeah, because
you too.
I mean, during this time, I think like nobody's playing an over the board tournament. So I mean, especially in Germany, I don't think we had a over the board tournament.
Yeah,
it's not allowed.
Yeah, it's basically like the chess world just freezed for, let's say, half a year.
So that's why I'm still very happy to be able to have played 4 tournaments of very high quality.
Because most of the people didn't play since February, so
I'm happy with that, even if I lost some rating.
Yeah, you shouldn't care. I think it's better to gain the experience than losing rating when you're so young.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, instead with K40 everything can happen. Yeah, you have this ups and
I played against like this 12-year-old boy. Like it's crazy. Like he can play like against 2400, like beat him, and then like lose against 1800. Yeah. So the rating just jumps up and down.
That's very typical when you're very, very young. Like 12, you're just very unstable. You can beat everyone and lose to everyone.
Yeah, and I think this tournament's a lot of youngsters are playing here. I mean, it's really, really hard to play. I mean, everybody's preparing, and it's not like in an open tournament where.
Yeah, I remember in June these youngsters were here with their coach, and they were preparing a lot.
Yeah, so you played in the first one, so.
It didn't go too well either.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
So there's a big competition in this tournament.
Yeah.
So. A lot of youngsters, but still it's very good for all the people.
And also you got the opportunity to visit Norway, so...
Yeah. It's a nice country.
You get to know new people, that's also very nice, I guess, and...
Hi.
I met you in Italy, and nice to meet you here,
Yeah, so...
That's I feel like that's one of the best things with chess, that you connect with so many people, and...
exactly.
Get friends that you know for life, so...
Yeah, so that's very good.
I actually just met him because of chess. Like he lives in my street, but I didn't know him.
Yeah, so chess.
Yeah, you lived in the same street, but you didn't know each other.
Yeah,
no,
but just because of chess, we got to know.
So you met in the chess club, or?
No, actually, I was leaving one chess club, and he joined it. So I hated him for a few years, but eventually we became friends.
Rivals at the first time.
Yeah, so you didn't like the competition.
No.
We were like really every game sweating against each other, really trying hard, trying our best. But okay, I mean that's the best friendship.
The rivalry is usually very good. I mean that's
but
how
you push each other.
You push each other upwards.
I mean, until today we still do that. So
today we push each other downwards. Like, who can lose the most?
No, but then he will go up again.
Yeah. So I mean,
some people say that to Magnus, when he was very young, like 10, 11, he was big rival with John Ludwig Hammer.
Yeah.
So it's also very strong grandmaster. And some people say that if John Ludwig was not there to push him, that rivalry would not be there, he would not be the same Magnus.
Yeah, as today. Yeah, it's impressive.
Because he really wanted to be ahead of him, so...
Yeah. But I think that's what every chess player's... it's in every chess player's nature. Yeah? To try to be the best and...
Yeah, I guess in every sport.
Yeah. Every sport. Like, I don't know a sport where they say like, okay, you're best, like, I'll let you be.
It's very hard to accept.
But that's also what you learn from sports, that how to deal with losses and...
you become mentally stronger. I mean, not only in chess but also in life. It can help you.
Okay, I'll go to the toilet for
dealing with
you can sit here.
tough losses.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so should we go to watch board 6 also? I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. Let's just start from the top again.
Yeah, okay.
Bishop, so knight c3 played knight c6, putting pressure on d4. I don't really see what white is doing here. I guess you have to play like d5, but then let's say knight d4.
Looks very annoying.
Looks like he was not what you wanted with white.
No. So he played d5, yeah?
Yeah, annoying pin, and also
No, I don't like this.
you're not really mating the black king, so
No.
we looked at this game.
Strange,
yeah, Lars Oskar played very strange in the opening here. Usually play either e6 or g6, but Lars Oskar played like e6 and then g6, which is like if you put the bishop here, you don't really need a pawn on e6. But and then he played c6 as well, so very unusual stuff by Lars Oskar. But he usually plays unusual chess. So.
But yeah, he has a good tournament, I guess.
Yeah, he's doing very well, and he's gonna try to beat John as well.
Most probably just try to get away from the main lines, I guess. I suppose.
Yeah.
Because if your opponent is I don't know what's the rating of his opponent, but still.
It's like 2350, I think.
Where can I see what happened at Offerspill? Should I go to your website or this Twitch? You mean in general or in this tournament?
This tournament, I can just send you the link of the tournament.
Yeah, but this already in the air.
In
general.
Offerspill.com works.
Yeah, you can find out about the project and the history of the project.
Yeah, just go to offerspill.com.
Yeah, and you should definitely follow it, because I think there will be many more tournaments in the future as well.
Yeah.
So you can
a lot of interesting news there. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, and I mean it's something you should definitely support. I mean, yeah. Okay. So queen a3 targeting the d6 pawn.
Yeah, how do you deal with the d6 pawn?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess you can take here, but take here it looks good for white with these pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks good, I guess. Yes, very undeveloped. Yeah, but this is what usually happens in this structure, yeah?
Yeah.
It can happen very easily to...
yeah, I mean, you're kind of asking for it when you play c6, d6, d6, but do you have any other moves? In playing this looks kind of strange because you played queen e8 on the previous move.
Yeah, exactly. This is nothing.
A queen d7, just rook d1, and white should be better.
d5? I mean, it looks horrible, yeah. I'm not sure, but I mean... To go d5 instead, I mean.
Here?
No, I mean as black. After queen e3.
Yeah.
But guys...
Maybe...
It must be fantastic.
Maybe I have to go do that. Yeah. It's in the nature of Stonewall to play.
To play this, yeah,
to play d5 at least, so.
So you think this will be more likely to play than bishop d4?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because
rook d1 or.
Yeah, but still, I mean.
Yeah, bishop d4 just looks bad, so I guess you will try to avoid that.
Yeah, also the pawn structure is kind of awkward and everything.
Yeah, I don't like this too much though for black, but still, this is what you choose in this line, yeah.
I guess just protect this, but it's not. Maybe it's not the end of the world for black. I can try to jump around.
Yeah, if you get control of the e4 square, and this knight h3 is also typical idea in this f5 stuff.
Yeah, so the knight usually goes to d3 and then goes to e5.
He says maybe I can follow the tweets as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
Offerspill is also on Twitter, so you can follow the account.
Yeah.
So d5. d5, bishop e7, rook f7, bishop d6.
I didn't consider bishop e7, I have to say.
Makes sense.
Taking here and taking on a7 is an idea for white. Yeah. So you're not afraid of this?
Yeah,
because takes on.
Bad.
Yeah, okay. Most probably it's just good for black, yeah. Because if you don't have some knight g5, okay, knight g5 doesn't.
Yeah, I think you just move. Yeah, but if it was not hanging, it would be probably good. Probably hoping for something like this, and the rook on f7 gets awkward. But I guess d5. We'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think white is a bit better. In this game, we saw that white was in a lot of trouble. She went for some. She sacrificed the pawn, but then she started thinking and went for some quick knight e5. But these moves with queen d4 and queen f4 were just too slow, and white didn't have any attack. And after knight c5, black really took over.
Yeah. So you have, if you sacrifice this pawn, then you have to get some activity going very quickly usually. Yeah.
Yeah. So now she sacrificed an exchange too.
So she's going all in, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think.
I don't really believe in it.
Bishop on c1 is so dead. So
yeah, maybe like bishop e4, queen h5, but that doesn't really.
Yeah, bishop e4, h6.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, then you can play knight h7 at least. And
yeah. Looks funny. When do you go with your knight to h7?
Yeah, but even like a move like rook a1 and your bishop is suddenly trapped. So.
Yeah.
It's very awkward.
Yeah. Exactly. And with knight f6 you are not even threatening too much, I guess.
Sorry?
If you go knight f6 now, then it's doesn't make.
Yeah, you just go here, I think.
Yeah, just looks lost. Yeah.
Mm.
Very bad for white. So something has gone.
Yeah,
in
so
the opening.
black is gonna convert the advantage here, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
He played c6 instead. Probably also good, but rook a7 I like more because then you can
because of this idea.
Yeah, trap the bishop.
But it looks very unusual to trap the bishop on c1, I guess.
yeah, you don't see that every day.
Yeah, so maybe that's why.
In the Catalan.
He wants to look at board 1 in the chat, but okay, we looked at that.
Yeah, we just looked at board 1. So.
Yeah. Doesn't make so much sense. This is Grunfeld, yeah?
Yes, yeah, it was on bishop f4 Grunfeld where black played. In this position, usually black plays knight c6.
Yeah,
but
I saw when I was downstairs. I thought knight c6. I mean, I've never seen knight c7 before.
Yeah, probably black wanted to get white out of book because white was playing very fast, and he just played knight d7 to try to surprise him. h3 and.
Yeah, I think he's very well prepared. Like he's
Ludwig.
Yeah. Like he's still young, and probably like his trainer prepared almost every line.
But yeah, he's also having a very good tournament.
Yeah, he's having a tournament of his life.
Excellent, yeah.
The point of bishop e6 is that if you go b4 now, which looks to win a piece, then you take on a3 and taking the knight, take on a2 works for black.
Yeah.
So bishop e6 is a good move, and I think black has equalized at least.
Yeah, I agree.
Looks comfortable.
Yeah.
So also you're getting rook d8 next, and yeah, b4 doesn't work.
Yeah.
He actually played your move, bishop d7. So
really?
His point is that if you take, there's rook c8.
Yeah, with the queen on c2.
Yeah, knight b1, knight b5 doesn't work.
Yeah, knight b5 you take.
Because of the pin, yeah. So
to go here, and then he wants to go for this, and that's probably fine for black. So queen b3 played, but I think black looks.
Isn't worse.
Sorry?
I don't think he's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how do you defend c7 now?
What's the best place to find the results? Yeah, we sent the link into the chat.
It's in the chat.
So you should find it there. And then you will find all of the results, and the first 10 bots you can also find on chess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Why isn't this tournament actually on chess24?
That's very strange. Also very annoying. Also the tournament in Italy was not on chess24, and that was also extremely annoying.
Yeah, it's
like I wanted to look at it, and then I saw like it was only on live chess24 or something.
Yeah, some stupid website, and also it was not on chessbomb or.
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense.
Yeah, really doesn't make sense. But okay, if you got to play bishop d7 without any trouble, then it's nice, I guess.
But I mean a6 looks like a nice move, just kick the knight back.
That's what we saw made sense, yeah?
Yeah, because now, after queen b3, a6, now you have to always think about knight c7. He tried to be tricky with bishop d7, but maybe kind of he tricked himself.
So you thought that...
I feel that, yeah.
You thought that he would anyway just take on c7 and that
He saw that knight c7 doesn't work, so he thought that was nice. Yeah, but with queen b3 kind of tricks back, because suddenly now knight c7 works, and how do you deal with that? If you play a6, then he takes.
And you don't really want to take on.
And then also bishop b6 is always,
you don't want to take on b5.
Yeah, he thought for 30 minutes and then took on b5. I guess his position is still fine-ish, but probably a slight achievement for white.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, also the e6
square.
Square.
It's not so easy to reach that yet.
Yeah,
maybe 92.
Yeah, he's gonna play queen g6.
Yeah.
Defend and.
Yeah, 92 maybe.
Yeah.
Knight, I don't know. Probably used to move the knight.
Does it protect here? Probably.
Yeah, you think we have to protect that? I don't know. Maybe some. Also, I don't know. Because if we get rook b8, rook b2, but I don't know if it's sufficient.
Yeah, I was thinking a6 and try to get this. But not sure it's enough. At the moment, the knight can't move, so.
Yeah, exactly. This was, maybe some.
But probably not enough for black.
I don't think so.
Yeah, white holds on. So how do you defend?
Nah, you don't have like something like queen. No, queen f7 doesn't work. Like it would just be a wasted tempo, and
Probably you can still take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought like maybe a rook ab8 or.
Yeah, rook ab8. I was thinking about this, but maybe you can take here now, or.
Yeah, then I didn't see anything like you just take knight d4.
Yeah.
And queen g6 not so scary. Yeah.
Yeah, just rook e2.
Yeah. This already. Yeah, this looks very good, I guess.
Yeah, really not sure. I mean, if you play a move like b6, that looks kind of
awkward.
I know. I don't like this bishop b5, but what else do you have? That's a problem.
Yeah, I think maybe he didn't have anything better here, because then this one's hanging. So I think just a6 here was better, but he played queen g6. Knight e2 is gonna be played probably.
Yeah.
I guess you have to go b6 or.
Yeah, b6.
But yeah, okay. I mean this.
Yeah, I like this development for white.
Yeah, me too. This queen b3 move is very annoying, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you always have to think about some queen b7 stuff.
And trading that knight for the bishop is something white is happy about.
Yeah, also because of the f5 pawn at some point. You also have to be careful that you don't blunder this one. Okay, knight h5, yeah. So he believes that he has sufficient pawn to play?
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the b7 pawn.
So he wants to try to.
But that seems like
to be active. Yeah.
Here.
But it's probably the best attempt. Because like just playing passively something b6 doesn't work out great.
But does he really have enough here? Let's say rook f2.
I don't really believe it, I have to say.
Maybe.
Okay, bishop f6, yeah. So you
still like bishop. No.
So you don't.
Bishop d4. Maybe just e3.
Yeah,
h4,
and then bishop h4. Yeah. But if you, I don't know if you.
Sorry, you said knight f4.
Is it working or not? Yeah, the queen, yeah. Okay, I thought.
But e3 is maybe a move.
E3, I like
bishop h4.
Maybe. I don't know, maybe you can sacrifice the exchange and then.
Yeah, but then back is active at least.
Yeah. So. But yeah, I think e3 after bishop d4 is kind of forced.
Yeah, so h5. I guess you will take bishop f6.
So does this happen in the game? Or?
No, I'm just thinking this could happen.
I thought.
But you really provoke white, yeah? To take on b7 if you go knight h5, so.
Yeah, but I guess if you don't take, then black is kind of happy.
Yeah, so you gotta punish him for that, yeah?
Yeah, what else do you do? If you don't take, you're not better.
So what do you think of this position of the bishop f6? You think it's...
Which color would you prefer to have?
But bishop f6, it's a very good move.
Yeah.
Yeah, h3. So black gets compensation. Yeah, we'll see.
Well, rook c2.
Which color would probably. I mean, if queen b7 doesn't work, I will choose black.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
It just shows the black position is fine at least.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm just going to the toilet, guys. You can take over for 5 minutes. Yeah.
Sure. And you can also ask him if he's still waiting.
Yeah.
So if he wants to join us, then he's still waiting. He can also come.
So just
nice to sit down again.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So now just 2 players of the tournament are taking over.
Yeah. So now we hope that we can provide some insights of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm really interested in. Okay. Let's see this one.
It doesn't seem that interesting.
Where was this game where she went all out to mate?
Yeah, she didn't really go all out to mate. She just...
Yeah, but she tried to get something. Okay, this... Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, this is probably just lost.
G6, and now, I mean...
Like, just turn off the engine really fast. Yeah. I don't know. This attack isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean...
Just bishop e7 in the next move. Or a rail, maybe.
Yeah, this bishop is very bad, yeah?
Yeah.
So if you could include it in an attack, it may not be so clear, but this is... Yeah, it's really not good. So... I don't know. Queen h4. h5. Maybe h5 or... Maybe you can also...
Yeah, probably h5.
f6.
h5 F6 and then you just don't... Even if you play g4, you have bishop e7. And yeah, you're just in time.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, yeah. Probably Jonas will be winning.
Okay, so... this was the group fight, yeah?
Yeah. Where bishop e6 came, so he
takes...
Yeah, but I like the position of black now. Like just rook f8.
Rook d8. I don't know, queen e2?
Probably.
Because if you go to the c file, then you may have some problems with rook c8.
Yeah,
anyway, I go
stuff and everything. Yeah. Well, the queen, I really like the position of the queen. Like it covers the whole board.
On a5, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. This looks nice. Also, this bishop on g3 is not doing anything right now. So you think queen b3 is much better? Okay, yeah, makes also sense.
Yeah.
But then you've got to be careful of some knight c5 stuff. Although, so you... What happened?
Queen e2?
I don't know if it happened. But yeah, so queen b3 and... Okay, what happens after knight c5? Let's just ask. Because I also have the idea to...
Yeah, bishop g3. But what else are you supposed to do? Do you play bishop e5? Because... that doesn't seem nice either.
Yeah.
We just took over the stream. Look, yeah, we were on Twitch just like you guys, and then now we're taking over the stream.
Yeah. So you should all follow this club. I'm really thankful for what they did. I mean, seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, knight h5 is typical to trade off the bishops, and knight f4, yeah, because of the pin. Obviously, you cannot. It's not possible to take, and you would. I guess you would really like to trade off the d3.
Yeah, because all the pawns are on black, so it's better.
How's it going, guys?
How's it
Good.
going?
Do you want to sit?
Sure, I think we're gonna analyze Oskil's game, if you
Yeah?
don't mind.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
So we'll make some space, yeah?
Of
Yeah,
course,
thank you
thanks,
for-
thanks.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I'll take my jacket.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Of course,
Okay.
no problem. Okay. And we have Oskil Bryn with us today, guys. I'm not sure how to. Okay, white.
Yep.
Okay, you can just take control.
Oh,
Oskil
yes.
played against Daniel Nordkjelle.
Yeah, I played with the white pieces. Had a small preparation last night. I saw he played the same opening a lot. Always d6, and then after bishop b5, knight d7.
Okay.
So this this was my just
All right.
small preparation. And I saw a game against he played against Rosenthalis, where Rosenthalis had a setup with d3 and c4 and played positional, tried to get in f4 at some point.
Okay.
But in that game, Daniel played the e5. So he tried to open up
To
the
block
left.
the center. Okay.
Yeah, but in this game it changed a little bit, so I was a bit confused after. Yeah, and Harry played a6 a few times, and so he played knight f6, and then I played. I could have probably played rook e1, but I kind of wanted this setup anyway, so I played d3.
Looks reasonable to me.
Yeah, open for the bishop and also preparing c4 at some point. And he played e6. So previously he'd play e5.
Oh, how did you do that, Oskil?
I won.
Wow, you're
Against,
crushing everyone.
Yeah.
He's in perfect shape.
Good shape.
Another great game.
Yeah, it was okay. I think I had a nice attack going. But it helps to be super sub, so I have a day off, once in a while, so I can.
But it's perfect when you win a game to have a day off, then you can like.
Yeah,
celebrate.
really enjoy it, and yeah. So he played e6, and then I played c4.
Interesting setup, though.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Yeah, we'll see in a couple of moves. But I have a decision what to do with this bishop. To keep it, to reroute it down here, because it can become really dangerous after a d4 break at some point, or to take on d7. So yeah, I was kind of inspired by Rosenthalis to get this set up.
What would you prefer here, Aryan? Bishop a4, I guess, if a6, or?
Yeah, a6 I will play bishop a4. It's actually very similar to a variation here after bishop d7, where a lot of players these days play bishop a4. It's,
okay.
Like the last 2-3 years, this became trendy. Bishop a4.
Looks ridiculous.
But yeah, straight away.
I think like Johan Salomon faced it the first time in the World Juniors 2017, and we were like laughing. It looked so strange,
but is the
it's
point?
not so stupid actually, because
Is the point that this knight is kind of misplaced on d7, or what's the?
Yeah, it's kind of a clever waiting move, and then you will try to play c3 and put it on c2 later.
And then you get a nice diagonal.
Yeah, just kind of a clever waiting move.
Yeah. Okay.
And like played by Navarra, played by Vashir Lagrave, played by many strong players, and this really reminds me of that variation.
Yeah.
Because in that variation you also played d3 c4 often, so.
Yeah, so he continued with bishop b7 and then knight c3. I was also, I was also contemplating some rook e1 and get the knight over here, but I thought it was more important in this type of position to control the center. So I think that's a reasonable move. Castle, and then I played bishop a4.
That's a normal move.
Oh, this is high level stuff.
Yeah, because I was a bit afraid of, not afraid of, but I mean...
Knight b6?
Yeah, knight b6 and then just a6. So in order to keep the...
Bishop a4 was definitely a good move. Because in general, anyway, black will play a6, so bishop a4 is it's good.
And I've had a few games previously where I get the bishop here, and it looks a bit strange to begin with, but once you get opened, once you open the position, it can be so powerful.
Yeah, long-term edge. Yeah.
So he played b6. I'm probably wanting to.
Yeah, it's typical. I had a similar position with black in February, and when I faced this bishop a4 variation, and then I also played a6, b6, put the bishop on b7. It's normal.
Yeah. So after b6, I just played this.
Could end up like a hedgehog this after a couple of moves.
Yeah, but I was also contemplating playing d4.
d4 is a move here. For sure, because if you take with a knight, then you can try to jump to c6.
Yeah, that's a good point. So I don't know. Maybe I could have just played d4, but either way, my plan is to play it at some point.
But did you consider to keep your bishop on a4? Like a4, playing a4 and b4 is also very standard in these positions because usually white wants to take space on that side anyway. So.
Yeah, maybe I should just keep it there.
Because
develop
on
other
A4,
pieces.
like sometimes you can take on d7, like just to have the option, and it could go to c2 later. So I would probably play
like rook. Yeah. So what do you want to play here? Like
probably a3. I mean, I don't know if d4 works. Of course, d4 is good, but in general, in these positions, white want to play a3 and then play for b4, rook b1, and just take some space.
Yeah, that seems natural. But anyway, so bishop c2, and then he played knight e5.
As Joachim said, the problem with playing d4 is that suddenly it can transpose into some bad hedgehog for white, because then you get that structure. So you have to be very careful.
Yeah, and I guess it can become a bit loose in some variations. And here obviously I didn't want to take.
White is happy. Sorry, black is happy.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. This pawn is in a big trouble.
Yeah, you don't want to take.
And now I kind of followed not the same position, but played knight e1 to open for f4.
The Rosenthalis.
The Rosenthalis plan.
Yeah.
And then he played d5. So now we're starting to get some action in the center. And then I responded with f4, and then knight c6.
e5.
Let's see.
You can take first on d5.
No, sorry. Wait. d5. Yeah, f4. Knight c6. But then I was worried about. What was I worried about? For some reason I wanted the knight back to cover this square. But maybe, I don't know, maybe he can just take now and it will be some kind of equal endgame. But didn't. And if he plays, he can play d4.
If he plays d4, it's very playable for you. Then you're kind of happy. I think
I'll attack on the king side because the center is locked, and I'll get my pieces over here and just start pushing, I guess. Because it's not much to do in the center.
Yeah, I was thinking about a move like knight b4 just to...
but then maybe...
Push your bishop at least back to b1 and then maybe bishop b7 or...
Yeah. So I guess it's kind of equal. Nothing.
Yeah, I think black
much.
should be fine. Yes.
Yeah.
Lots of opportunities for him to think about though. So
like take on c4, play knight d4, or don't take. Let's just play like bishop.
But he continued with bishop b7, and now I took, and then with the plan to play e5.
And then you're getting d4 or.
So after knight e8,
then it's a disaster for black.
I played d4.
Chat is talking some shit about me now. It's nice that you follow us, guys. Looks like a friend that borrows money. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
So after e5, I was.
Looks like a fantastic French. I guess all French are fantastic, but
so d4, and then he played bishop.
Yeah, but now your position is fantastic.
Yeah,
he shouldn't have played like this. This bishop b7 and playing knight e8.
Because now my bishop is so strong, and it's.
Your strategy has worked out perfectly.
Yeah, so I was really happy here, and now I played a nice move. I think I played f5. because I think I just in this position, if it's white to move,
F6,
and then
it's time to resign.
It's just over, I think. So this is a very interesting theme.
So I guess he took on d4, or
yeah. So the only chance to survive actually is f6.
Wow,
and
so
then,
ugly.
And then I just play e6 and have a very nice advantage. Can probably reroute the knight to f4.
Yeah, this is
and just start my attack.
This is a huge disaster for
I think
in general, that structure when you play d4, it's like a lost French.
It's really nice, and these pieces are not doing much at the moment.
The French wasn't bad enough already.
So he took on, and then I played f6 straight away, but apparently it's even better to
take first and then f6.
And then f6.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm not really sure why, but
I guess the opportunity that black can take on c2 and fight with a piece down. Is
maybe that's the point.
The point, yeah.
So that was a bit inaccurate, but after he took here, then it's...
He was not a fan of Norkel's d5 earlier, probably...
maybe a bit premature, I don't know. And now it's just completely over after
it's just
knight takes d4. And here I could also play a bit more accurate, just play queen g4.
And then queen is
or
f5.
f5.
Okay.
But I played, I just played here.
Looks so easy for you, Oskar.
Everything wins. So, and I guess he could have resigned after queen here, but he decided to keep on playing a few more moves. But it's just completely over. And here I can also play this move, or
boom,
everything wins.
But you don't need to calculate.
I just saw the easy.
Yeah, you're not mated.
And then he resigned here. So that's
easy chess.
Easy chess.
Brutal.
Well.
The power of the bishop. That's how I won my previous game as well.
Strong Norwegian player from Kedal.
Yeah.
This was a tremendous performance. I mean, so easy against such a good player like Daniel.
Yeah, I was...
the complications in the center really went in your favor. This d5 was probably...
he misjudged this somehow.
And I really enjoy these types of positions where it's a bit double-edged in the center, and but once you really get the pieces going, I think it's always preferable to be white in such positions. And even if this pawn was, even if I didn't get this pawn back straight away, I would just
and just regroup.
Just regroup and play around the pawn.
Yeah.
And then I think it's just important to not give him too much counterplay on the queen side, and if not, it's basically a free roll on the king side.
Yeah, at this point he's just lost. I think if you turn on the computer, he will scream +3. Probably.
Scream +3. Okay.
You think that much?
+3. Well.
Lila would say plus. I mean, in general, it's like
it's very comfortable at least to. Yeah, but he could try maybe some.
It looks very bad.
F5, but
it just gets worse as the computer evaluates it.
Yeah.
Okay, he needs to play f5. That's also a very ugly looking move. So.
Yeah, then I just have a nice pawn on e5, and so it was actually very nice because I was thinking about this bishop a4 move, and that really helped me in the end to win the game. And then, I mean, this theme with the f6 is. I don't even have to calculate it.
No, I mean it's
right,
obvious. It's your instinct. So
yeah.
I mean, I'm shocked that Daniel didn't at least really consider playing f6. I mean, it looks so ugly, but if you get f6 in, he's just lost.
I think that's the only chance for black f6. But
did you think long about knight d4 or?
No, not that long. Maybe 3 minutes or 2-3 minutes. So
not a good sign.
No. So. Yeah, after f6 it's just over, or take here and then f6.
Amazing tournament for you though.
Yeah, now I have 3 in a row.
Super sub.
Super sub.
It's easy when you have it.
Yeah.
Bad luck for Daniel today, but a very nice win for Askild.
Yeah, so...
mating attack and everything.
We'll see what...
Will you play tomorrow, or is it...
I think so, but it depends.
But you hope to not play, so you can...
Yeah,
it would
savor
be nice,
the win.
If I win a game of chess, I would be very happy.
I'm getting old, so I need some time to recover. But no.
Congrats, anyways.
Yeah, thanks. It's nice to play chess
Keep
again.
up the good work.
Yeah, I'll go and check on Odin. I think he has an interesting game. So see you guys later.
See you.
Thanks, Askild.
Bye.
Okay, well, I should probably find my seat. Alright.
So...
Okay,
yeah,
so
very, very, very surprising how easy...
A D5 and a complete misjudgment, I guess, from Daniel. I mean,
in general, black should be fine in this position.
Just 96, 94, and okay, it looks like, and now 97, maybe bishop f6. It looks reasonably solid, no?
Black can never be worse.
No, I mean...
in general, if you talk objectively,
yeah.
it's... White can't be better with a bishop
because
on c2
now, because now d4
and a hole on d4. I think if objectively white should play like h3, bishop e3, but again 91 is a practical try, but black should just...
Yeah, but I guess, the strategy with bishop c2 and everything, f4 worked out perfectly. So it's a very short preparation by Askild, but a very efficient one. So
yeah, it really it couldn't go better, and yeah, he just collapsed really fast here in the center.
Yeah, bishop e7, just not paying attention to what's going on in the center. So
I mean, it's a huge positional threat to take and play e5 in general. I mean, even here, white should actually do it.
Yeah.
Because these structures are usually like when you can take and play e5, it's bad news. But okay.
That was just a study we put up, Sarah. So the players there were Askild Bryn playing with the white pieces against FIDE master Daniel Nordkelle. But now we're back to the live games, and you can see the names and the clocks. Normund's Miesi, of course, hammering out attacking moves against Full Elsnes on board 1. Looks like a decent attempt, this though. Not winning, but not...
I kind of stopped here, and I thought that black was doing excellent. Bishop h6 played. So took on f3, ruining the structure. Took on b3.
Okay, so white's got a terrible pawn structure, but definitely some attacking chances here.
Yeah, he went for this. At least the knight on b6 is kind of bad.
How about queen d4 now? King e2?
Yeah, probably too much.
Yeah, a bit too much. Well. Okay, so you have to retreat, and then I guess rook h8.
But could you take here instead and play knight f5 and then...
Queen d6, yeah, maybe.
It's not clear. I feel like either white gets an attack or he's is in huge trouble.
Yeah, the attack needs to work out for Miesi, otherwise he's positionally busted, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
He took on b3 and then king g7.
And they are evenly matched on time as well. The clocks are even, 37, 36 minutes approximately each. That's also interesting. How about John Paul versus Larso on board 2? That's, I guess,
wow. A lot of stuff happening. So we looked at this position the last time, and I thought I didn't see a proper way to protect the d6 pawn. This looked like bad news. So I thought maybe black had to play d5, try to play Stonewall-ish.
Yeah.
They played e5. So the point is that if you take, black will take on d4.
Yeah, suddenly black's taking over.
Yeah. Took on e5, bishop e7, rook f7, bishop d6. This was actually through this idea after d5 Frude suggested this line. The problem is that the d4 pawn is hanging, so he wanted to take on b8 and take on a7.
Lucas doesn't play. He didn't play today. That's right, Saramaria. Just a precaution, so nothing to worry about. That's the latest info. So
he was sick, or
Just not feeling great. So it's just responsible of Lucas to be cautious in these times. That's more than fine. Nothing to do with his loss yesterday or anything else. So that's why Ingrid Gasly and then Juan Carlos Soledad Kjeldsen is playing on board number 9.
Okay.
Okay, but bishop d6 and Lars will prevent knight g5, I guess, sacrificing the pawn, which is in the spirit of Lars Oskar Hauge.
I guess if you take, then he will just play bishop e6 and...
Yes, knight on h3 is very offside.
Yeah, probably has great compensation. He can even try to trap the knight.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's worth a pawn for white.
And then knight a4, trying to win material with knight b6. Knight b7, b4. So John Paul is starting his play on the queen side here with b5. So black looks better on the king side, but white is trying to attack on the left side. e4, rook c1.
A real rat race, trying to get to the queen side before black can stir up play on the king side.
Yeah, so he will try to play b5 and note that black can never play. Probably cannot play knight e5 because of knight b6 and you lose material. Knight e5 looks like an attractive move. So
yeah, but could black seriously consider playing something like bishop f8 or e5? Is that even something you want to do? I mean, just to get rid of this bishop?
Yeah, let's say bishop f8, b5.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe c5? Is that possible?
Yeah, probably. Maybe rook d1. Maybe you can play b6.
Still doesn't look very attractive for black, but looks...
But at the same time, as you said, the knight on h3 is so bad, so black also has potential because of that.
Yeah. Takes time to regroup.
Yeah, it's not clear that white
e5 square now, though, a bit annoying, but okay.
But maybe you can play b6.
And just develop. Okay, well, still a game. b5 played, actually, which is very interesting.
Oh, thanks to King's Crusher for raiding.
Very nice.
Yeah, he raided us another time also, so nice guy.
Great stuff, nice guy. Frequent streamer, I believe, and welcome to new viewers. The coverage of Offerspill Invitational, Nordic edition this time. This is around, I guess, 7. Yeah, out of 9. Starting to heat up, so Lars Oskar Hauge has real ambitions to fight for first place, but he probably needs to win today to stay in, I guess, real contention.
Okay, today's game is very important, the first board and the second board, so it's just 3 rounds to go.
Jonas Bjerre against Lara on the third board. Jonas is a huge rating favorite, but how's that game going? Looks like Jonas will win though.
It's time to resign, and she will probably resign very soon.
Yeah, it's lost, so Jonas is back on track. And
exchange and pawn up.
Yeah, and a win with the black pieces in such a tournament is also very important. Then you can press with white the day after.
Oh, what has happened here? White is 2 pawns up. Has black blundered?
2 pawns up. Wow, what is going on? Oh, so knight e7 with a check.
Wait, this can't be right.
No, this can't be right. Something's up with the with board 4. I'm not. It's not the prettiest repetition I've seen, so I'm not sure that's the case. Okay, but knight takes, and then suddenly he must have missed knight e7. Then I'm not sure.
But queen d5, you're not losing, right?
Queen d5. I don't really believe. Yeah, so don't mind the queen on e2, some error with the board, but I find it hard to believe that Mats didn't play queen d5 here, and instead lost 2 pawns.
Yeah, that's.
Did he forget that white had already taken a knight? I mean.
No, but even here, like queen takes e2, you lose 1 pawn. Maybe let's say he didn't see knight takes g6, but you see knight e7.
It's still a pawn, yeah, right.
It's still a pawn on a lost position.
Yeah, so if this is the case, then absolutely GG. That's correct.
But that's insane. Like Mats is not a bad player.
No. This would be out of character. It would be not very like Mats to blunder 2 pawns like that. That's not how he loses.
It would be such a gift for white. I mean, he would never do that against.
Early Christmas present for Ludwig. No, he wouldn't do that against me either. I don't have that kind of luck. I thought Linus was doing quite well against Tor Fredrik. I tried to watch them earlier, but I'm not
yeah,
sure.
here I think Tor Fredrik tried to be clever here with Bishop D7. His point is that if you take Rook C8, there are some bad news on the C file. So I thought Black can just play A6, push the knight to D4, then play Queen G6, protect this pawn, attack the H2 knight. Let's say King H2, Bishop D7. And I was saying Black looks looks very fine. Yeah, Black looks very fine.
Okay, ja.
Vad ska du göra?
Jag hade mat där ute. Alright, well...
but yeah, he played Bishop D7, and the point is that White can't take because of Rook C8, but after Queen B3 he kind of tricked himself, because now suddenly White is threatening to take. So if you play A6 I will take. And also, how do you deal with the C7 pawn?
Yeah, okay. So Rook F8 is not what you want, I guess.
Yeah, it's...
And then Knight D4 and you threaten to pass.
Just take here and
you
go
can
back.
take there.
Probably.
Yeah. Looks winning. Okay, so he had to exchange on B5, which I guess is not something you want.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time and took here, but yeah, as you said, I'm sure he didn't want that, but still... Knight H5 was interesting. If White takes, he will try to get counterplay with Rook B8, which probably works for him. Knight D4, Queen G3. So I guess...
Looks like they're repeating moves now, at least once.
Bishop H6, Bishop F...
And then back and forth. So okay, so Queen takes F4 was not possible because of just Bishop E3 with a skewer.
And this is not...
Maybe it's possible, but
it's probably not enough.
Too much.
Yeah, it's probably not enough to just put one pawn. So Queen G7, and the only way to protect the F4 pawn is to play Bishop E3, Queen G3, and the only way to protect again is probably Bishop F2. Losing the F4 pawn is really dangerous for White. Because you're threatening mate, and here you're in a world of trouble.
It's just over, I guess. Okay, so Linus might be forced to repeat moves, but Tor Fredrik is not forced to. So we'll see his ambitions.
I think they're gonna repeat.
Yeah.
I mean, in general, for Tor Fredrik, draw with Black against 2500 is not a bad result.
It's not a bad result, but is he the kind of guy that wants? I mean, that is up for reasonably quick draws, or does he?
Yeah, that's the thing with Tor Fredrik. He's usually the fighting guy, so that's why it's not so clear that he will take it. But if he thinks he's not better objectively, he will.
Then he will do it. Okay. Yeah. Rustamov feels that Black is slightly better here, at least in... I would agree with him in practical terms, because there's an open G file. And
Bishop on G3.
Yeah, I guess the knight earlier. But now it's on C2. Okay, but now I'm not sure how to proceed, but okay. I like the computer plan with A5 and then maybe follow up with B6, just to... Okay, maybe not B6, but try to... establish on blockade and then go for the G file.
Yeah, this is still not possible because of some tactics.
But okay, of course, it's there are some weak squares in the black camp as well. E6 and possibly F5, C6.
Yeah, I feel like Black wants to play King H8 and try to play Rook G8, but then you have to look up for Bishop D4.
Yeah.
So we will see, but I think Tor Fredrik will repeat.
Okay, Francesco against Sondre Melo.
Here we said that White was positioned a bit better, so he played Knight G5. Interesting. Wants to jump to E4 probably. Rook E1, Bishop F5, F3. And just killing all hope on the E4 square. Queen D6, Queen D2, getting out of the pin. Rook D8.
And then C5, okay, some central action. Because I guess this position depends on whether White can get E4 in or not.
Exactly, it's all about E4, and White can try to prepare it in the best way. Usually, Black doesn't have so many useful moves, maybe, but Black looks very centralized and
it looks very comfortable to me. But
I don't think he played stupid at all.
No.
He played F3 to stop the E4 square, but at the same time his bishop on G2 isn't great, and the knight on G5 is kind of annoying. So I think black rook d1 played, but I think black is kind of fine.
Yeah, I mean, could you take now and then possibly try to force d4 in? I mean, going for knight a6, d4 at some point. Maybe not directly, but because d5 is also weak now.
Yeah, it's possible.
I guess that's part of his strategy, or maybe c4 and do some Magnus versus Anand kind of plan with rushing the queen side and not caring for e4, but it's risky. How's Ellen doing? Uncle Jay asking, and this is.
Oh, that's kind of surprising.
Wow. Okay. I would not have thought that this was so much better.
No, I thought maybe white can be slightly better, but much better is a bit. Okay, this I can understand. It's bad.
Yeah. Urkidal points out that black is not fine. The knight on f8 is misplaced, and f6 is a huge weakness. Definitely weak on d5 as well now.
He should have played knight g5, knight f6.
Alright, sent the knight to f6 instead of f8. Alright. So I guess earlier move 15, I guess, yeah. So knight f6 and then knight
okay.
Yeah, I can, on second thought f6 doesn't look pretty, but okay, so c5 is a strategic mistake according to the computer. Black's position is not ready for it.
But I feel like white's only card is the e4 here, so...
But is it dangerous? I mean, if you let e4 happen and you take it...
Yeah, e4 can become double-edged also, so...
Yeah.
Maybe c5... Sorry.
Maybe it's not so clear, actually.
Maybe c5 was slightly wrong, but...
Yeah, okay. I guess that's a bit part of Francesco's plan here. He's been playing a very slow game against a low-rated player and just waiting for some mistakes.
Yeah. I can move like knight f7 and e4, saying that just takes and...
And d4 is just weak. Yeah.
Yeah, at some moment you can go c5 and jump.
Right. Dream position for black then. Okay, well, maybe Sondre misjudged his position. Maybe he felt like he had to do something.
Yeah, I guess the problem is that the d5 pawn is weak now. You have to worry about the d5 pawn. Like this is... Okay, let's look at the Ellen game then. 7.
Wow, plus 8.
Queen is trapped.
Queen is trapped.
Everything is hanging.
Everything's hanging. Wow. Okay, so you said earlier today that usually these positions are decided, based on the level of preparation from the players, because they are so double-edged, these lines, and so difficult to play. But I guess Ellen went for the basic plan in these positions, going for the h2 pawn, which is isolated, but white gets so much play here. 2 bishops, massive center.
Yeah, and
but
also
plus 3 is a lot though. I mean, I would never have thought plus 3. I would have thought maybe plus 1, but okay.
No, but it's all about the queen, I guess. I mean, but it's very difficult to play these positions with black if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like you see some top level games in these positions, but usually it can be very bad for black quickly. Yeah,
black needs to be fast with maybe some f5 stuff or c6, just trying to break it up. Well known since Botvinnik's Myslov match, according to Rustomov. I believe I've seen a couple of those games.
But now the queen is, after bishop f3 is a very powerful move, and just threatening king e2, rook h1. I believe that's what Ellen missed, and then...
Yeah, I saw that when Conor played king e2, I noticed Ellen might have felt a bit uneasy about her queen. Not a lot of squares for that piece.
Or she showed emotions, or
I could see from afar that e5 was not a desired move, because he can just take en passant and it's just a disaster. So rook h1 is a massive threat here. Looks ugly.
So he's showing that he's the stronger chess player in the relationship.
Yeah, he's playing a very good game today, at least, Conor. Well, I'm not sure about Ellen's mood afterwards.
He's not being nice to Ellen at all.
No.
No.
Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll get them to analyze the game for us afterwards. But very nice game by Conor. Very instructive. A bit, how to play against this line with white.
Yeah, how to not be a gentleman.
How to not be a gentleman. how to ruin your relationship in one chess game with Conor O'Donnell today, guys. Okay, well, Uncle Jay points out that L only moved a couple of pawns. I mean, only 2 or 3 pawns in the game before e5. So a lot of queen moves, a lot of pieces moving around, but no breaks from Ellen. Maybe that's one part of the strategy in the Grunfeld that she missed today.
So I guess this was where it all went wrong, where she went
this plan, yeah.
But so
Queen
white
C8 might not be bad though.
Yeah, I think you play. I've seen you play Queen C8.
Yeah, Queen C8 looks okay.
Maybe I guess you just try to challenge the white center in some way with C6.
Yeah. And of course, if you have to sacrifice a pawn on b6, I guess you fine
don't
with
care.
that. No.
Yeah. I think you, you would pay your opponent to take on b6.
Yeah, 100 Norwegian kroner to pay.
I would do that. Yeah, for sure.
Of course, a cheap price to pay. Very powerful dark squares suddenly. But okay, I've seen f5 being played in these variations at some point for black. But
yeah, it's
maybe
very
maybe not here because of the queen on d3, but. Yeah, f4 here, yeah.
Yeah, maybe the variation is just...
Maybe it's just good for white. I mean, I haven't seen this being played for black in a long time, but what are you supposed to do here then with black?
That's a very good question. I don't know if you go c5 here, or maybe bishop e6? Maybe this is the line, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I usually don't
maybe.
I don't usually play this with black. So
no, me neither. I do it with white.
Maybe a5, a4. It's
yeah.
But I think like Bashir Lagrave plays this position, so it can't be.
Okay.
Well, but I'm not sure how you play it.
Well, you have to do something with black here at least. Because
okay, here you have the boss of the variation. E6. Oh, is that how you play? E5.
It doesn't look super pretty, but I guess it's more solid than what Ellen did today.
Yeah.
But even this is the champion himself of the Grunfelds. Even he is getting slightly worse positions.
But he will make a draw anyway. If he doesn't play Magnus.
If he doesn't play Magnus, then he usually gets a draw. He gets away with it. Yes, the players are wearing masks at the playing venue, at least when they're playing and sitting. Next to each other, they're playing with masks. King d2 is a very nice move though, very powerful stuff.
Yeah, and then it all went downhill. She's not probably gonna resign.
Well, probably resigning now.
We're hoping for him to show some mercy.
Show some emotion. This might be a good time for Ellen to start making threats regarding the relationship to Conor. If you don't give me a draw here, then might not be so pleasant for you afterwards.
It's the only chance in that.
It's the only chance. And how's the Julius? I saw he made this e5 f5 pawn sacrifice, well known, I guess.
And that's where we stopped. That was the last time we looked.
Because I've been looking at the knight e2 Benoni for a while, and this is very very well known. I think Jonathan Penrose was one of the ones who employed this pawn sacrifice first when he beat Hall in one game.
It's a very typical pawn sacrifice. E5 takes f5 and usually you get...
yeah, lots of play and just shutting the bishop out on g7 is very nice.
Play rook f8, it really looks wrong though.
Almost like one game I analyzed with Johan yesterday. Matthias Underland played rook d to g1, and then the best move we felt was just moving it back the move after. So yeah.
But you just accept that you're in trouble basically by playing rook f8.
Yeah.
Because even white can just play positional like knight e4, bishop g5.
A pretty modest decision though by Tryggestad, just acknowledging then I have to go back.
Maybe
it works, but the rook belongs on f8, I guess.
Yeah. Because white's play is usually very very logical. It comes by itself when you play f5 and get a knight on e4. Now you attack e7.
Yeah.
Takes. The point here is that he trades everything, but then this bishop on g7 ends up as a horrible piece, and a knight on e4 is like a perfect textbook example of a strong knight versus a bad bishop.
This bishop is really bad.
And also the d pawn. I think black is just lost.
It looks incredibly dangerous for black. Just d6, yeah, and rook d2.
Yeah, and if we count material, so okay, it's equal material, 6 against 6 pawns, but yeah, the bishop on g7 is so bad, and the pass deep on I think will decide the game.
Yeah, looks very good for Djurhus, which is good news for both Elsnes and Lars Oskar Hauge, who needs to face Djurhus in one of the last rounds to be able to get a GM norm. As he is one of our 3 GMs in the tournament, you have to play them all. So we'll see how this goes, but looks good for Rune.
Yeah.
Ingrid Skalsin against Juan Carlos Reda Kjeldsen.
She played knight d2, showing some understanding.
Yeah.
F3.
Looks logical this. Bishop b1, maybe bishop g3 is a nice move afterwards. I did not understand queen d2, but okay.
Not sure about bishop e1. Can you play e4?
Yeah, I guess takes. And okay, and then I guess e5 is the plan then, but I'm not sure what.
Yeah, e5.
And what do you do, bishop e3? Or is that not a okay?
But you have to look up for knight e4. So.
Right.
Okay, maybe you can just play d5. Sometimes you play d5 and then you just play c5 and you don't care about that pawn. You get compensation.
Yeah.
Like in a scenario like this, it looks very nice for white. Suddenly your knight is trapped.
Yeah, the bishop on b7 as well is bad.
Yeah, exactly. The bishop on b7.
Well worth investing a pawn to activate your bishop, especially the dark squared one. Which
like it doesn't have any good squares at all. Yeah, in this case you don't have any good way to protect.
No, queen a4 coming, and c5 is weak, a7, c7, d7.
Yeah, like if you do this then this, but you can maybe start with taking on f1, bishop takes, and hope for some.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you're
bishop e3 threatening c5, d6 then.
Yeah, bishop e3 and bad news. So I think e4 is much more logical than bishop e1. Then queen d2. Looks slightly strange.
I did not understand the strategy here, but okay, if black gets enough time, then you might play against the c4 pawn.
Knight a5 is very typical, putting pressure against the weak pawn on c4. Rook c8.
No reaction for screen adjust. How do you? I don't quite follow. I saw the question, but adjust the screen. How? I think the screen is working fine. And the live board 1 is working perfectly, and you can see the live camera from the playing venue, so I am not sure how to adjust the screen. I'm not sure what the question is really, but okay, we'll just continue.
The right part is not aligned correctly.
Okay.
What? I don't get it.
I don't follow completely.
Is it saying that here you can't really read the name properly, or?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. If you have trouble reading out the player names, and okay, yeah, right. Probably because Juan Carlos has a long name, but I'm not sure we can adjust that, guys. I think you just have to decipher the name on top there.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult for him for us to ask him to change his name.
Yeah, we can't do that even though we have it in our tournament. But you could also check out the Lichess broadcast by using the command games, so ! And then games. And then you'll see, of course, all player names, clocks, and you can flick through the games at your own pace.
So finally she plays e4. This is nice for white probably.
Yeah, that's very good.
So how is this position?
Well, I think queen f7 is a good move at least.
But h5 kind of looks just weakening. You would like to have the pawn on h6, not h5.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the point is. Just weakening the dark squares even more.
h5 looks very strange. I guess
Very
white should be
strange.
better than
I think so, but I guess with the pawn on h6, I wouldn't be so sure because black could play c5, bishop a6, and at least get his play going. But this looks very weakening. How to proceed then? I mean, do you want to play d5 here?
I was thinking about taking and playing d5 and just laugh at the knight on a5, maybe play bishop. But I wasn't sure because you play bishop a6, maybe you're in time to take my pawn.
I was thinking about c5 here, but probably not the real move. You can take on a6.
Yeah, this one is protected.
I guess this is the way, but and then c4 and then try to trap the knight, but it can go to b7.
But you're trapping it immediately.
Ah, right. So I'm a genius.
Yeah, you're a genius.
Thank you. Okay, well it's a possibility. Knight c4.
This guy's hanging.
Ah, right. Okay, then it's not so good.
Yeah, I was thinking this, but I thought rook e8. But maybe you have some queen f4, and it's just, as you said, the pawn. The pawn h5 is so stupid.
Yeah, I mean the pawn on h5 will give white play for forever, I guess, because it's so weakening. Brilliant, and then moving queen to protect the pawn on c4. Very nice coordination. If Ingrid finds this, then I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's like the best bishop I've seen on g5.
Yes, it's fantastic.
You can play h4 and it sits there so nicely. Oh.
This looks very good for white as well. I mean, the rook is
trapped.
About to get trapped, at least.
So in this game, we criticized rook d1. It looks so logical to trade everything and play bishop c1.
Yeah, why not do that? I mean,
I really don't understand how you don't do that.
And then knight d5, and this looks
like now you just put yourself in the bad situation.
Yeah. Nothing to be gained by playing knight d5 here.
Yeah, and okay, knight f5 he missed, of course. But yeah, and then he's worse.
And then you just
and you got a sad end game. With two bishops, white is much better, and then
looks like a dream Catalan for white. And then the rook is about
looks like he just went downhill after the opening. After he didn't take everything and play bishop c5, he would have had a good position, but yeah, he missed knight f5 and then he went.
How about taking on f5? Chat is asking. Okay, you're getting a double pawn though, but okay. Bishop d5. Threatening, of course, to take on f7, which is quite serious. I guess rook d8 is a move, knight e5 is a move. You're not really threatening anything though with black. Bishop e6 runs into bishop c6, which loses. Bishop c5 now, maybe? Yeah.
Okay, maybe knight c3 was not.
Maybe.
I was thinking about the end game actually, but then.
Also looks pleasant though, for white.
Yeah, it's better for white. Yeah, this can't move and structure is nice and white is very active.
Yeah, I mean it looks like just a free advantage for white. So nothing really going on. Okej, vi ser här är det flera som ska in. Hallå, kom in.
Du var inte?
Det är mig.
Ja, du tog teckentagelse.
Ja.
Ja, men det var gøy det.
Får dårlig tid til oss å kunne
spille. Ja, jeg støtter den avgjørelsen.
So
we have Tor Fredrik joining us here.
Hi guys. I should have off this mask. Yeah.
How is it going? So you played a brilliant game yesterday.
It was good.
I really liked it. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I was happy with my game against the Lucas. It was good.
Yeah, you played like a grandmaster for sure.
Thank you.
So do you want to take a look at your game today?
Sure. Yes. Okay, so it was a king's.
Yeah, he played this bishop d3 92 line, which. Did you also play it with white or?
No.
Okay, I played it with white like 2 times maybe, but.
Yeah.
some grandmasters play like this. You can play so many variations against the kings in them, but this is not considered to be so dangerous.
Right. Yeah. No. Okay. I wasn't sure which line he will play.
So the white idea I was saying is this move, right?
Right. Yeah. Yes.
But
Well, it's the same in this game. It will be basically. But here,
yeah. So
if this e5, d5, knight, d4 here, let's say that white goes bishop b1. Let's say, then my plan was to play f5. Let's say you take this pawn, right? Takes. I take.
And then you just go f4.
Yeah, and this is very nice for that. You go here. You go here.
Looks amazing.
Queen g5, queen h6, and g5, and you can play.
Model game.
Yeah, sure. Well,
yeah, it looks like
was,
white's king is just in the kill zone.
Yeah,
Knight
right.
e5, queen g5, and bishop on b1 is also out of play. So
yeah. Okay, but
it's a very nice way to sacrifice a pawn.
Yeah. So, but he played otherwise. Yeah.
So would you do the same here or?
Yeah. Well, it's the same as in the game.
And here it's not as good, or
This I'm not sure about actually.
if the bishop is on c2, white is in time.
Well, I was also thinking about this stuff during game, since I was like, why can't I also do it here? Maybe your bishop d1 somewhere, or I'm not sure.
Yeah, but bishop d1, knight e5.
Yeah, right. Maybe this is also.
Maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
But obviously
maybe.
it's a better version with the bishop on b1. This has to be checked.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I must also see this now.
Alexander Rustamov is saying that I'm not sure this idea is as good for black as you think. With the bishop on b1, he's saying that it's not as good as we think. But why not? It looks so pleasant now, and the white bishop is dead on b1, and the knight sits very pretty on e5.
Yeah. Well,
I think black is doing great.
At least my notes are saying so. So I.
Yeah, if your
believe
notes are saying so.
In my
then-
notes, so.
Yeah. But it's interesting if you can play the same way with the bishop on c2 or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
But taking on c2 is obviously the most logical.
Yeah, I was actually faced by this line by Romanov in 2016 actually, and I.
Oh, here we have the
very
Romanov game
badly.
against Tkachev.
Yeah, I've also seen this game before round. Yeah, and this is he went knight h5. Right, I recall. Yeah. I mixed up.
So you took on c2, played f5.
Yeah.
I guess this is nice for black, right? Or
I think so. Yeah. Should be a good.
taking and
version.
playing f4 is standard. Knight f6, trying to jump to g4. So white plays h3, queen e7.
Nah, it's a bad move.
So Grandmaster Tkachev played knight h5, and Radyabov also played knight h5, and it looks like black scores well. Yeah,
I just mixed up my lines.
that happens. I mean,
Probably.
your move queen e7 also looks kind of logical.
Yeah, yes, but at the same time, like, usually the queen goes should go here. I think to g6. Yes, so I'm not so sure about queen e7. But yeah, knight h5 should be moved here.
Okay, did you consider this then, or?
Yeah, but I was worried about stuff like takes. Let's say I take back bishop c5, rook f7, and knight g3. This stuff
It can be positionally lost.
Yeah, I was afraid of this stuff, and this bishop can be bad in some days. So
it's very understandable. But here you're able to take with the bishop, or
why not the pawn here?
yeah, the point is here that you don't have knight g3.
Yeah.
It's a much better
Actually
version.
doing fine.
We're just gonna watch a bit.
Yes, so knight a5.
So queen e7. You were trying to remember your notes, but yeah.
No, for some reason, in my mind, king h1 was the move you should play. So I thought that h3 was something new. It's the main line, so I just something.
Yeah, h3 looks very logical.
Yeah, right.
Just take the g4.
Yeah. Yeah,
and here you're kind of forced to play e4.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So what did you think about the position here?
Well, I felt that if he can come to, let's say, d4, and I cannot play queen g6, but let's say I must move my knight somehow, then my position can be very bad, since he also gets knight h5 then.
Yeah.
So I was really trying to be able to answer knight d4 with queen.
Yeah, queen g6 is important.
Yeah.
So you played what? Queen f7.
I think it's fine, since if bishop takes, then my plan was let's say bishop d7. You must play a4, right?
Yeah, because if you go back, then d5 is hanging.
Yeah, and then my plan was knight takes d5.
And you have bishop d4 check in front.
Takes. This was the point.
And you're just better because
probably I think
probably the d5 pawn is slightly weak. The bishop does a good job. I think you're better a bit.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, but I felt like in general I should not be scared of
taking on a7. Yeah. Actually, we didn't even consider taking on a7.
Okay. Yeah.
But bishop d7, and now we criticized this bishop d7. I was also sure you disliked it after queen b3, right?
Yeah.
Because here I thought just play a6, knight d4, just play queen g6, protect on f5, attack here, king h2, let's say bishop d7, and I couldn't see the problem with your position. I just liked it for you. What do you think?
I agree. Yeah.
No, was it something you disliked, or? I just didn't see the white threads, and your position looks harmonious.
I agree. No, I also like black here, and also I could in some other variation in the King's Indian, like if white gets like doesn't find some plan, you can even start to go like king f7 and move like over here. It was some game.
Yeah, that's that's some nice fantasy, but
but okay, here
you can, I guess you can just put it.
Yeah. Also this, more easy.
I think it's
like
just
this,
I can't really see how white gets comfortable, because whenever he pushes this, then he has to take care of d5.
Maybe rook c1 was maybe a
bit slow.
Yeah, maybe something else.
But maybe in general you're fine anyway if you're getting queen g6 and.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think the opening went well, but you tried to be clever with this bishop d7, because the point is that it's a nice tactic, because if he takes, then you have
this d5. Yeah,
it works out. He has to go here.
No, it takes d5. I was thinking here.
Yeah, and then it's hanging.
And I think I win a piece in.
Yeah, because it's hanging on g3 in the end, and some complications, but it works out for you.
Should be fine. Right.
So that was a nice tactic, but suddenly after queen b3 you tricked yourself.
Since my queen can't really move here, since my
C7
bishop
pawn.
is
and you don't have any proper way to defend the c7 pawn, so it's like maybe suddenly the best move is, but then he can take.
But then he can maybe take. But that was not actually about this stuff, like okay, probably not here though, since it probably works, but how is in general this stuff, like if you just play like such? Okay, probably here it's bad, since you're in time with a4.
Maybe I'm in time, or you can try to. Probably.
Even this is not so.
But probably
clear.
I'm getting out, or.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't consider bishop c8 though, but.
Yeah. I mean, for a human, it's impossible to play bishop c8. So, but I guess you have to take down.
Not sure. Yeah, probably.
You just missed queen b3,
yeah? Yeah. I missed this move.
Because otherwise you're better, probably, or let's say if he goes here and you go queen g6. And
I was loading this, but it's almost same, which I could have got off if I just had played
played a6.
A6.
Yeah. But it's tempting to play bishop d7 when you see this doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's maybe a move which just makes more harm than it does.
Yeah, but it's very typical to like. It also happened to me many times. Like you see a move and it works out because of some brilliant tactics and it looks clever, but then you just trick yourself.
Yeah.
And your opponent didn't see it, but still, it's just yeah.
Yeah. So queen b3 and okay, my thought process now was that okay, I don't really have any bad pieces. Okay, my queen side is very loose, but it was not so clear. How
the only thing we were very unsure about was the b7 pawn because it didn't look so easy protected, and we weren't sure if you wanted to play a move like okay, I mean queen g6 first, of course, but yeah, a move like b6 we weren't sure about because then you lose.
Thought it was very crucial to be able to go knight h5 so that I can maybe like chop off some pieces.
Yeah, and here I thought that I was thinking that if white can take on b7, I liked your position. I thought you're fine if white can take, and it looks like you calculated this pretty well because in this position after rook f2 you saw bishop f6 and your the point is after bishop d4 you have e3 and it works out for you, the tactics. He has to take, you go bishop h4. This was what we looked at. Or what did you think?
Okay, my feeling said that they should be good.
Did you stop here or did you see bishop f6?
No, I hadn't seen bishop f6, but I would have seen it if it had happened.
Okay, yeah, you would of course see it, yeah.
Yeah, but g4 is not so human.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you have good compensation.
Yeah, but I think c5 should be the best mover for white, not knight d4. I think knight d4 was
here.
Yeah, and here I had some. Okay, I was not exactly sure how I should proceed. Okay, I was not sure. Maybe I can take on c5 or maybe not.
Yeah, let's say you take.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think it looks fine for you because you're also very active.
Yeah. Probably
takes with the rook.
Yeah. Okay, when I see it from the white side, it looks better. Yeah, but okay, maybe not the d takes c5. Maybe some other move.
If you do like let's say a6,
maybe
try to provoke him, or maybe he goes back.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't recall what was my plan actually. Maybe it was to go knight g3 maybe. Here.
Here?
Or it's bad. Yeah. Probably it's bad. Since I changed all of my active pieces. Someone in the chat said king h2 instead of rook instead of c5. Oh, okay.
So what is white threatening? Just to take and play rook c7, yeah? Or?
Yeah, since I never really afraid of queen takes b7. Maybe I should, but at least I get some play then.
Yeah, I'm not.
Maybe I have some good waiting move here. Yeah. Maybe engine has some thing. Yeah.
Not easy.
Queen f7. Yeah. Okay, makes some sense. Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good move actually, since it stops rook c7 and also.
Yeah, but it's difficult to go back also because your queen is well placed here, kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe c5 was more testing.
Yeah.
We thought maybe also just a move like rook c2. It's possible, but maybe you just play b6 and.
Maybe, yeah. Since b6 at least I
because I guess you still have queen g3 here. with some tactics.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, it should be fine. But maybe yes, something else here.
And here, you guess you can take and.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure if I should play b6 or
yeah.
or
b6
not.
is not a move you want to do. So you want to make, but how do you deal with queen b7?
Yeah,
I guess it's a
don't know.
threat now.
It's a very weak position. No. Yeah. Okay, b6. Yeah. And knight d4. I mean, I was also thinking. Okay. Yeah. This is
Maybe
good.
not. Okay, so I guess it's an interesting position.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was not sure about knight d4 in general, since I was.
Did he
thinking
blunder?
here.
Did he blunder when he played knight d4?
Yeah,
because
yeah,
in general
sure.
he's not agree. He's not happy with the draw.
Right? No, no.
He missed queen g3.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I could see it, since he had probably missed.
He missed knight f4. Okay.
Probably. Okay, I can only.
Yeah,
Yes.
Linus can sometimes miss this 1-2 moves tactics.
Short,
I've experienced
yeah.
it.
Okay. And yeah, otherwise, yeah, and yeah, knight c2 is the move.
The only move, yeah.
But I saw that engine just said bishop takes and
Mm.
b6 and just slowly, you know.
Yeah, but you have to understand chess at a very high level to play.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
I think in general, like, knights are not worse in this power.
I feel like Magnus would understand that quite easily, but
Yeah.
it's not easy for us to.
Right, yeah. For us
I don't know.
humans, yeah.
Yeah, because if you would, okay, I guess you can try to get the king to h7 and try to play a rook g8, but it's not so easy to understand that black is that you should take. I mean, it's kind of a risky decision. You have to really know that
But
it's good.
the more I look at it,
I think everybody.
More like it.
Once you see queen g3, it's very difficult to not play
Yeah,
it.
right,
It's
yeah.
not. It's not like
Yeah.
you're afraid of knight c2.
yeah, yeah.
And also, he's kind of lucky to have knight c2 because otherwise he's busted. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. At least I couldn't see anything else for him. And okay, he had this resource bishop f2, since if I take, then bishop
Yeah.
e3.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. It's actually just luck. He missed queen g3 and then he's not losing.
yeah,
It's only a move. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
But here, okay. I was looking at many lines here. Here.
So we should. This Alexander in the chat is telling us to check the king h2 idea. Where? Here or? King h2 is
King
interesting
H-
with the idea rook g1. He
yeah.
wants to play g4, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's just a fight. If he doesn't blunder queen g3, it's just a fight, I think.
Yeah, right. I think bishop d7 was my baddest move in this game. It was not so good.
Yeah, bishop d7 was
Was a
yeah.
mistake.
I thought so because also I saw you spend time after queen b3, so
Yeah.
I was thinking you missed queen b3.
Yeah. King h3 is a good move, I think.
Sorry?
King h2, which is
Yeah, probably
mentioned in
prophylactic
the chat.
prophylactic move.
But okay, again, it's not so. Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure.
Yeah.
But in the game,
Yeah,
I guess
so-
we were thinking if you could play on in this position.
Yeah, I
but
was really wanting it. I was
It's
looking
not-
at.
But it's not easy at all because White's. I mean, he's threatening this.
Yeah,
one, so
I was looking at here rook f6, and now okay, if it takes this pawn, I was really happy since I would just go here. This pawn doesn't mean so much. I
Are you mating or?
think so, at least. Maybe not, but I mean, okay, what you play here?
Let's say rook f2.
At least my feeling was saying so. Okay, let's say here. it's not so clear.
I mean, 91 maybe?
Yeah, I was thinking...
E1, then I want to rook g3, and rook c3, maybe rook takes e3, or rook takes h3 was my point.
I was thinking this, but probably you can take now, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and queen g3 in hand. Yeah. It looks like it's mate.
But it's maybe I can go here.
Maybe. Yeah.
But probably still.
What's this stuff? Yeah, maybe it's okay. But
yeah, probably still mate.
But not easy. Wait, can I see if I'm better after queen takes b7?
You're a genius.
Okay. Queen b4. That's not human. Yeah.
I wasn't convinced at first, but okay, you have some.
Yeah, but I was scared of knight d4 here. If you can turn off engine here, yeah. Knight d4, rook g6. I was thinking, and okay, if knight takes f5, I go rook takes g2.
And then you have knight g3.
Yeah, yes, but it doesn't end there. King takes g2, knight takes f5, king h1. Okay, if I take on e3, then rook g1. So I was just thinking here to play it slowly with some queen f6, queen h4 or something like this. Or okay, yeah. I mean, this stuff were not so easy to understand.
Not so easy to assess.
Yeah, overboard. But
looks crazy.
But at least this I was sort of happy with. But I was more worried about here rook c2. And let's say yes, this now takes f5 and okay, and just king h1, and I couldn't see anything here. I mean, I was looking for half an hour in this position, but in this position, but I didn't.
So you actually spent a lot of time before taking the draw.
Yeah. But okay, I had like 7 minutes left, so maybe not so smart to go for this.
Yeah, okay, if you have 7 minutes, that's risky against Linus. But interesting though.
Yeah, I mean, is this any bishop takes was let's move. Yeah, I was also but this I was not so happy with. I mean,
it's difficult to understand that here you have to see queen d4 and can't criticize you for that.
Yeah,
I think you played well. It was just this moment with bishop d7.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, especially if you have if you have low time and you're unsure. Black against a strong player, just I think it's a good decision to just take that draw.
Yeah.
If you would play rook f6 and go all in and lose, it would feel really bad.
Yeah, I've been doing this for many times, so no, it's very painful.
Looked like a pretty close call for Linus though. I mean, he had some resources by coincidence almost, but it looked pretty risky for white.
Yeah, especially missing queen g3 and knight c2 and you're barely holding on to that bishop f2 tactic.
Yeah, and still black has lots of opportunities like Tofrete calculated, and by some miracle they don't work out. So
yeah, I'm like sure you saw more than him,
but after knight c2 engine says -5 or it's something wrong.
Not -5.
No, 0.
1.5.
Yeah.
Okay. A5, of course. Rook AB8.
What?
Just rook F6 -3. After calculating deeper.
Wow. Okay. Okay, but it makes sense. I mean, I have
bishop
every single piece.
Bishop F2 has to be played. Why? Just okay, and then bishop D4, getting the exchange.
Yes, but the pawns are so good there.
Yeah, and the dark squares. I mean, this is just over. So.
But
and the queen of D5 is
okay, but it's not like you understand like this.
No. No, but I would be seriously tempted at least to look more deeply. But
you wouldn't be sure it's -4.
No. I would just go for it and be confident. But -3, 4 is a lot.
So rook F. Did you consider rook F6 or?
Yeah, not much. If I wouldn't have done it, then I would have played it. Yeah.
Yeah, this. I mean, you just
I'm
bring
not so
all
scared
the-
of this pawn.
It's like the other variation, just with the queen on G7
Yeah.
instead
Yeah,
of queen G7.
Oh, of course you
Better
don't care.
version.
Of course you don't care about the B7 pawn. I
Yeah.
guess this is the critical
Ah,
variation.
bad of me. Yeah.
So here you're.
You really can't hope for any.
Yeah, you're clear exchange down, but.
Such
Yeah,
a
so I guess
position.
white really needs the knight to stay on c2, because if not, it's mate.
Yeah, I guess white is just playing without these pieces. That's his problem. I
Yeah.
mean, knight g3 and f4, f3 is killing.
Yeah,
So-
looks pretty hopeless.
But that means that.
But still,
Knight c2
you know,
is,
still it's an exchange, and some pawns go on the queen side. It's not so easy. It's pretty ballsy to go for this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I was thinking this-
Kjetil has a very good point. Bishop e5, queen g3 coming. That's maybe the main threat, actually.
Yeah.
But
But-
I guess
but,
once you see those threats, you understand it's very good, but it's not. Yeah.
But in this other version which I mentioned of this bishop h, how was the game again? You know, in this style when you want to rook,
Yeah, here,
you want
yeah.
rook g3. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about this plan: rook f6, rook g6, rook g3, and then to sacrifice on e3 just to get this pawns.
Rook c2 here, you said. Bishop f4 is saying that it's sort of unclear.
Yeah. Just in,
But look at the other variation, so rook f6 here is
okay, so you found the theme, but just
the wrong move order, yeah?
Yeah.
not the right variation. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah.
But you still proves the point that white got a bit lucky here, because the position is pretty risky.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So yeah, not so easy to calculate, but logical that there was some variation at
Yeah,
some point.
no, I actually thought white was fine after knight c2, but if he's not, he was
Yeah.
not so lucky.
Yeah, because we only saw the repetition, right?
Yeah.
Ah, so this is fine for what? How?
Define fine. It looks super risky, but
Ah, you just take like this. Yeah, but this doesn't.
I try to hold on.
Ah, but you have
Take.
rook g3.
And rook g3 and take on b7.
Okay, well.
But this. Yeah, but this looks good for
The
black.
computer
no?
says queen e7 and equal, but still you have those central pawns. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take black.
Yeah.
Strong bishop on d4 and king is safe.
And get g-file and so on.
But it's still interesting to me that it's like -4 after rook f6.
Yeah.
But I guess you're just mating.
Black is perfectly coordinated and white is lacking lots of pieces, I guess.
Yeah.
Queen on b5 and knight on c2. Should we look at the other live games as well?
Sure.
How's the first board going?
You want to sit or?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. Do you have any prediction for this one, Tovelik? Norman's Miesis against Elsnes?
Stuff.
I guess the final position in the game now, after 96, is well, a lot safer for Miesi than the earlier variations, but...
How they got here?
Good question. We'll
Yeah.
show you.
So this was where we stopped queen d2.
You can just show him 8 h4 and he'll figure the rest out, I guess.
So
So he went h4 here.
yeah, but how was the starting moves? Just
The Miesi special.
okay.
Yeah, h4 very, very surprising. We didn't really believe in it
Looks
at
like
all.
a
But
Grunfeld. Just in,
yeah, it got very, very
ninja
sharp.
style.
So they traded everything a6.
Wow.
So
Very careful stuff.
you want to free your rook, I guess. So what happens if you take here?
Maybe you go something. Maybe knight takes d5 and queen takes b2, or
That's a nice point.
maybe this works.
Tor Fredrik is sharp today.
Well, I wasn't so sharp since I
Seriously, I don't think you should criticize yourself too much. It
came pretty
easy.
close against a normally very solid player. I mean, it's unusual that Linus gets in that kind of trouble with white. So.
I mean, you were always considering this rook f6, but it was just not you. You had to just mix up. You mixed up the moves.
Yeah. Okay, how is this? F4.
Trying to play f5 and mate. So yeah, yes, or queen e5 and try to get the endgame with the better structure.
Which he did now, yeah. After.
But what would happen if f5 instead of queen e5?
I think the point was this probably, and the checks are a bit annoying.
Yeah, and you can
Yeah.
change the queen c.
And there's no
G6,
threat for white.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
I think queen e5 is a nice move by white because that's endgame. At least white is not worse with those pawns.
Yeah.
Maneuvering the knight to a better square.
Champ wanted us to get another chair in the room, but there's no space, guys. So Tofelik will have to stand for a bit.
Yeah, sure. How was this?
Hello, Amir Hossein Paspen. I have an account. My name is Recapture. King G7.
Okay, so who's trying to do what here? I mean, I guess Mies is still going for the mate, I guess, or at least for the win. But
So I was thinking rook c1, but that's you have to be careful about the d5 pawn. So how is it if you just take here, let's say, and play like f4? But looks.
I guess I would take white.
Like white, yeah.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, I guess we take white, but is it enough? I mean, how do you make progress? You would hope for some king d4, rook c1, probably.
Yeah. Okay, so he did take on d6.
Maybe it was not also possible to go king d4 and start now.
Here?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe you don't need f4. Let's say rook b6.
Rook c1, let's say.
Take check.
Okay, I missed this move. Yeah. Or let's say rook c4. How is pawn again?
Maybe I should actually play f5 here to try to bring my king.
King e5 or
King e5, I will play rook b4.
f3. Yeah.
F3 takes.
Rook c7. How is this? d6 or check? Yeah, here we are.
You could go to f4 and g5 though, but
Yeah, never ends.
yeah, one pawn is enough.
But I guess I have f4 in that position, and
But okay,
to
let's say
but you have to take on d6,
c8,
right? You have to spend time taking
check.
on d6.
sorry.
c8.
Yeah, so let's look at the.
And then king f4. And you have rook f5 after f4, right? I could take on g6, but that's not really what I want. Okay, king f6 still.
Yeah, but you have this after f4.
Yeah. No, I could
But
play king f6
c8
first.
rook
Sorry.
e8 win, or instead of d6, let's say rook c8 check.
And then rook
e8.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. It's not clear.
So clear, yeah. What you have here?
No problem. No problem. Actually, just winning. Yeah, just winning.
Okay.
So black has to be careful in this rook endgame.
Looks like it's a bit clumsy, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me start with f5, king e5.
Yeah.
This looks really uncomfortable for Volda.
This is on the board. King d4 is on the board.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he needs a result here as well. He needs at least a draw. Or I guess he needs a draw.
This. Yeah, you could easily lose with black.
Yeah.
He's a calculating machine though, so if there's something, I'm sure he'll
There are a
find
lot of variations. Like here, for instance, you just lose if you try something like this. Then white quits.
Yeah. How's Volda for time?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got 11 minutes.
It's interesting. The time set with low time here with black, you will just lose. But
Yeah. And the evaluation, what's the computer saying? Dead equal, of course.
No,
It's
close.
winning for white.
Winning, yeah.
Okay, wonderful game by Messi then.
it's not surprising. I mean, this we looked at the only critical
Yeah.
tries for black. If you don't play f5 and
No active resources for black here, so
Yeah,
white can just.
Was a really
But
cool.
it's interesting that king
concept
g7 was the
installed.
losing move.
Because you have to keep the knights on the board then. That makes sense, I guess, because your rook is so passive on these things.
The knight on b5 and that takes also that square. Yeah. I guess it's difficult for white to make progress, but...
I guess king g7 is a bit, I guess...
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, but I guess he's also in shock that he's just lost.
This will be tough to take for Fuda, but Miesi is continuing his fine form.
Yeah.
He's beating Fuda with h4 and h4. It's pretty impressive.
But is this known or is it something new? This with this isolated pawn and you just go h4.
No, h4. It's not. It's maybe new, but I don't think it's
well known in Casa de Miesis, but I don't think it's theoretically approved.
Okay. Yeah.
Looked like over the board inspiration. I think he spent 15 minutes on that move.
Yeah, but it was a very nice.
So just some holiday experiment, I guess.
No, but it was a nice maneuver with f4 and queen e5 because your structure is really bad in general. You have like two double pawns and an isolated pawn. But to get this endgame is a huge achievement.
Yeah, impressive too, to just switch strategy like that.
Yeah, I was wondering if black can try, but you're probably just getting mated.
Yeah. There's no play for black. What's going on board 2? Asara Marie is asking. Wow.
Looks bad for black at first sight, or?
Well, it's a pawn at least on b4. Bishop here, bishop f1 coming up. No tactics.
But you even have rook a8, so... Oh, sorry, that's rook is protected. It's not possible.
Okay, so how do you solve the problem with the knight?
Go here, maybe.
No, but you can...
Take an f6.
6.
Is that the only move, or...?
Knight d4 just is more than good enough.
Yeah.
Pressuring f5. We're looking at knight f8 and knight c7, but you can just retreat to d4 as well.
It's difficult to see those moves.
Too obvious for us after analyzing into Fredrik's game. We're just looking at amazing moves now.
Yeah. You don't have to find brilliant, amazing moves in every position.
No. Thankfully, not in every position. Chess
can be more logical as well.
Yeah. Keep it simple. Okay, so
I guess black is lost. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like Jean Paul will go.
But how this happens?
Okay, so I guess Lars Oskar's experiment on the queen side didn't work out. b5, but okay, he's doing well here. But b5, how's that?
But g5 is a Lars Oskar move. We should play g5.
F4
really and g4.
b5 is also a Lars Oskar move, but on the wrong side of the board, I guess. Still okay. I like black here. Powerful knight.
But he gave up the bishop and then.
Okay, and then just a4 to undermine. Okay. White untangled.
Yeah. So somehow without the light squared bishop, it became very bad. It's kind of understandable too without the light squared bishop, but I guess Lars Oskar, he just shouldn't have cared about that side. Maybe just go with his play where he's better on the king side. Just go all in there and try to mate. Maybe it was wrong to try to play on both sides. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't have to, so why not just play?
Yeah, I don't know what he was afraid of, but maybe he wanted to control White's play on that side. But it ended up him spending a lot of tempos on that side and just making things worse.
Maybe he overestimated White's potential on the queen side. I don't know. Looks like Jean Paul is going to beat him again. 2-0.
Yeah, so Lars Oskar is Jean Paul's favorite opponent.
Jean Paul's client.
When was last time he...
Fagernes a couple of years ago. I'm not sure the year, but it's been some time.
The last round, or?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh, it was this calm, yeah, right? It was this calm?
I think so.
Okay, yeah.
I really can't remember.
So, Mats actually better than E7 Paul?
Are you kidding? This is okay.
Ludwig is winning.
That's just insane to me.
And look at this. I mean, this... Okay.
I mean, here you just play queen d5, you're completely fine. You'll probably pick black.
Yeah, I mean the bishop is a monster.
Bishop is bad on G3. Bishop on G7 is better.
Very nice, and then suddenly Mats decides to break out the Christmas presents and.
Yeah, it's just hjärneblödning.
Yeah,
called in Norwegian.
Well-known Norwegian saying it's called hjärneblödning.
It's like nice. I mean, it's not like it's just one pawn. It's actually 2 pawns.
Yeah.
That one hurts.
This is
an international master would never blunder like that against me. I don't understand it.
This was shocking from the.
He spent 20 seconds on this move, so I guess this was what he wanted, but
usually so reliable, Mats, but now he really had a mishap against Ludwig.
Such a gift.
Ludwig of course, he's doing well.
Still fighting with a pawn down. He's fighting
2 pawns down.
2 pawns down. I mean, but it's probably not going to change the result.
It would be surprising if he managed to get something from this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I can't explain that.
Okay.
Francesco won.
This one. Okay.
Okay, so we criticized c5 after being corrected by Foda. I guess c5 is too early for black in this position. Not the best timing.
But how else should black play?
Just allow e4 was perfectly fine according to the computer, but he went for this strategy with c4 though,
Okay.
which is
This
interesting.
e4 is also good.
But very risky, like it can end up being. Yeah,
This looks
good.
very ugly.
Yeah, like rook f4, you're just losing this pawn by force.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and this is bad for.
There's even an attack maybe, so this looks very bad.
Just trying for some active stuff, but
Doesn't work.
I guess the e4 pawn is just e4 pawn collapsed, and then the whole house collapses. Knight d5 is a nice way to finish the.
Very nice touch.
Like this is also dead lost.
Could we see at we can go to game 7 first? Yeah, I just was very
This was
curious by game 8 also.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was.
Yeah, it was just this opening went really badly for L. It's a very tricky opening. You have to know what you're doing with black. It can very easily go wrong with f4 e5 coming. So you saw that Maxim played e6 here and knight c6,
Against
trying to stop d5, and he made a draw against.
Was it Ponomarev?
Yeah, was it Ponomarev? It went like this, but
Didn't look like a success.
yeah, it was also a bit worse in that game. But just Ellen took a poison pawn on h2. Her queen got trapped, and just went downhill. Tried to save it with e5.
Yeah. It's a classic case of poison pawn, yeah, I agree. And then
it was not good news. What's going on here? So white
this
is
game I was very
interested in,
about, but this it looks bad now. Yeah.
I guess it's just lost.
But can we see from start just fast?
Yeah.
Since he
Yeah,
played Sobenko.
Yeah, it was a Benko with f3.
Yeah.
We thought black was doing great here. Didn't understand.
Looked very compliant by black to take with the knight on a6. I would think queen a6 was perhaps better.
But I guess this only idea for white with f4 e5 is very efficient.
Because white managed to castle without any hassle, so.
Because here it looked like a good Benko, but after f4 I guess this
f4 let's a knight c7 maybe.
Knight c7. So what if I still go e5?
I was just hoping that your center would collapse somehow. Let's say knight d7 or knight d8. But maybe not.
I mean, this is better than what black did at least.
Yeah. Since at least your bishop is opened. Yeah, maybe this.
We
is
still try to play for mates, I guess. There's not.
How is f5 here? Or is it insane?
No, it's not insane. I think it's.
I don't know. Risky, but. Yeah. Maybe not so good.
Maybe c4 now. I'm not sure.
I don't.
Har vi rom for one more?
Mange her.
Du vant?
Kanskje tror jeg maks 3 her inne, så vi tror
Jeg kan gå ut.
Ja, så kan jeg vise hvis
Yes.
det er interessant.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bye, guys.
Ska du sitta på Odin?
Ja, tack.
Okay, so Odin is joining us. You won today?
Yeah, I should have won yesterday as well against this young Shasil.
Oh, it was a draw, yeah?
Yeah, we played the draw.
Yeah.
But okay, my game today
so
was.
So you're white against this guy from Sweden.
Gustav Torgren, yeah. 2 candidate masters. So yeah, he played C5, A3,
wow,
G6, and
that's
actually,
your bet line.
And this is actually a Magnus prep, or we just talked about this variation because I used to play B4 here and Bishop B2, and it's not that good for white. So I wanted to try something else, and he said he played H4 against Duvik Holm.
Yeah, in the Pro Chess League, yeah?
Yeah. So, and I think it's interesting because you get the square on G5 if he plays H5. So
I think that's what Christian did, and then he lost.
Yeah. And here I played Bishop C4 at once.
Okay, Bishop C4 here.
Yeah. Bishop G7. Knight C3. E6. And I play Knight F3. No, I play D3. Knight C6. Knight F3.
Did you consider to play F4 before Knight F3, or?
Yeah, maybe it's possible.
I don't know.
Probably. I would just set up with this idea that when I looked at his game as well. So no, he didn't go there. That's the thing. He played A6, Bishop A2, and now D6. Okay, and Knight G5. Okay, we have to play. We have lost H4. We have to.
This is in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Knight G5 of course makes
much more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, and he played because the plan is if he plays Knight E7, I will just go. Maybe I go Knight E2, but the plan is to play G4 whenever he castles. So he played Knight H6 to prevent G4.
And the Knight on G5, the good thing about the Knight on G5 is that it's impossible to remove it almost, because you have played H5, so you can never play a move like F6 because this is hanging. So it's always very annoying to have that Knight on G5 when you play H5. So Knight H6. Yeah,
so Knight H6, Knight E2. I saw that maneuver in the Magnus game as well.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But because the knight was on D4, it makes a bit more sense. But he was going to F4 anyway, so I think a knight to F4 is a good square because I get more pieces into the attack. So
yeah, the knight was anyway not doing anything.
Yeah, it's not doing anything there. So and my king, maybe I will just leave my king on F1 in some variations.
That's what Magnus did, right?
Yeah, I think so. So B5. Knight F4, and now I don't. He's playing Bishop B7. It's probably fine, but
he's really tempting you.
Yeah, and I took it, so I just took an F7.
It's probably
because if he takes with the king, you can. I mean, then it's
then it's finished.
Take on C5 as well. Okay, I have 2 pawns already, and I'm winning the exchange anyways on C7. So it's probably good for me, or at least.
I guess it was also tempting to take here.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. This is also okay. But I found my plan.
So he took with a knight.
Yeah. And then I take on E6, Queen F. Yeah. And this was my plan to play Rook H3.
Wow.
And now the next move is cool because
so what happens if he goes knight?
No, if he goes there, maybe then I have to. Maybe that's a good move. Let me see.
So you're never interested in the exchange, are you?
Yeah, maybe here when he plays there.
Takes.
And now I have C3 maybe.
Maybe c3. You're playing for rook f3. Maybe he has to go here.
It's it's not so clear, but I thought it was at least compensation. Okay, he played another move. Maybe knight d4 was better. Yeah, he played knight e5, and then I just play a quiet move.
c3 or
no, bishop d2.
Wow.
Just to get my
to the diagonal.
Yeah, f4 and bishop c3, and also long castle in. And now, okay, he plays c4. I think, and here
trying to kill the bishop.
Yeah, and I think here comes the first mistake. Knight c7. He goes to d8. I mean, it's just it has to be bad. I took an a7. A8. I mean, yeah, and then I played queen e2.
So how did you assess? How did you assess the position?
Now I thought I was better. But if he went for king d7 instead of king d8, it's probably around equal.
Somebody saying if bishop g5 is trapping the queen. I think black can take it.
Yeah.
Let's go here. So the king of d8 is misplaced. It's just a crazy wild.
Yeah, and then he played d5. It's just a wild position, and I just like these positions.
But
he
d5?
Plays, yeah.
d5
because
feels
he wants
wrong. No?
Yeah, it does. But at the same time, I'm just threatening, in some variations, just f4 and bishop c3. It's just... I just have to be careful not to castle a long castle.
d5 was super risky though.
Yeah, like you open up.
Yeah.
Open up the position.
But this was here. I was feeling confident that my position is easier to play. But it's.
I think that's the main thing about this position. It might be unclear objectively and hard to assess, but it's clear that the white position is easier to play with the king on d8. And your play is easier for sure.
Yeah. But d5 it's probably wrong.
It feels wrong at least from first.
But then I have to find some good moves. I think taking on c4. That's what I did.
Just opening up.
Yeah.
Logical.
Yeah. And I want to play b3 later on as well. So okay, he took with the b pawn. And
okay, so now you can't really do this anymore.
Yeah, this is the problem. Or did he? No, he took with the d pawn actually. Yeah. Yeah, he took with the d pawn.
Bishop c3 or?
No, I played f4.
Okay, so your plan is bishop c3 next.
Yeah, but then I decided not to do it.
Okay.
Instead. Okay, because if he plays knight g4, then I'm probably gonna play bishop c3. Taking on f4, because now there's no check on h4. But when he goes to e2, I decided to play e5 instead because d7. Sorry, and then e5.
So if you go
this is
now,
possible. Yeah, it's possible, but it's just okay. He takes on f4, take on g7 and rook e8, and it's just fire on. Yeah, I can probably play that.
But yeah, fire on.
But then it's hanging there, and it's just
complete mess.
Yeah, complete mess.
Yeah. Check maybe queen f1. It's not easy to.
No, it's probably good for white in some variation.
Yeah.
But it's a bit risky as
well.
But then I saw the position after e5. I was liking that because okay, I have bishop a5, I have long castle, and his bishop on g7 is bad. He can go bishop f8, but I'm also already threatening e6, and I have b3, just opening up everything.
So you weren't afraid that he would just block your pawns?
Yeah, but then I play b3.
You like the b3. You have the b3. I guess the b3 resource is the key here, because if you don't have b3, it's
then it's not so good.
So you played b3 here, or?
No, he played the queen b6. He tried some tricky stuff. Yeah, I did that. Rook e8. And now I guess I played b3. Okay. And then he took on e5. It's strange. I take back.
No, he can't do that.
No, he took with the bishop. I guess there's some tricks.
Yeah, with bishop b2.
Yeah. Because if I play rook e3 at once, maybe that's the trick, or...
If you play rook e3 at once...
I can probably play that as well.
That looks very good, no?
Or can you play c3? No, I just take...
c3 takes bishop f4.
Yeah, that was the trick.
Does it really work?
I don't know, but it's just a trick. So I played bishop g5 first.
Should you take on e5 here, or is that... Yeah, queen takes.
That's
more than good enough.
Yeah, that's more than good enough. Okay, I wanted to avoid this stuff. No tactics.
And just take it, bishop e3.
Yeah, that's...
What?
Also good enough, right? Take on e5.
Ah.
That's a nice point.
That's a nice point.
That's just winning.
Yeah, I should have just calculated, but I played bishop g5 instead. Yeah.
And this is winning.
Yeah, has to be. So I guess rook e5 was winning either, but you played...
No, I just gave a check first.
Mm-hmm.
King c8, and then rook e3. Because now there's no bishop f4. Okay, he tried queen a5.
But your position now is just winning, I guess.
Yeah. So we don't have to look much more, but just I take on c4.
But it's nice to look at the brilliances.
yeah.
Savor the win, yeah.
And c4. And then he played bishop d5, I guess.
Sorry, bishop...
bishop d5. No, bishop e4, I mean.
So hoping for...
Yeah, and I just played queen d2.
It's a nasty move, killing all hope.
Yeah, and now
Black wants to do something, but
he took. Yeah, and then he played. I think he played knight c5. Yeah.
But now you're even material. You're doing.
Yeah. No, I mean knight c5, take on b5, and bishop d5. He could have resigned there, I think. So we don't need to look anymore.
Just winning.
Yeah, I just. No, he found bishop c7, but it's just winning in every way. I took the easiest way just to win the exchange, and then
this fails because of bishop f7, and
everything drops. C5 drops.
Everything drops.
And bishop c7. What happened in the game? He played bishop c7. I can probably play rook c3, but I just took him here.
Okay, so you handled the complications far better than...
I just want to exchange them.
That's a pretty good game. I mean, he made an Iron Norm in the Norwegian League this year, so I mean, it's pretty good player.
That's good. Crazy game, really.
Yeah, really crazy game.
I always like your games, especially when you win in style. Yeah, so that's cool.
No, it was fun to play. Okay. Hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow.
Hopefully, yeah.
At least I'm alive, I guess.
No matter the results, you have to have to come.
Continue like that. Good job.
I will try. Thanks.
See you.
We had our skill here earlier as well.
Yeah, he plays well.
He won as well. Yeah. Thanks, Aryan.
Bye.
See you.
All right.
That was wild stuff.
Entertaining stuff. Classic Odin game.
Yeah.
It really was. Okay, so
at least you never see boring chess with Odin. So
no, rarely.
So let's take a look at this game. So John Paul was winning with a pawn up. Let's see what happens. Rook e8, knight d4, f4. Lars Oskar has to try for something. So f4
so
is
he finally made a Lars Oskar move.
Yeah, playing for the mate. Queen b3 check. The problem is his king is probably like more weak.
I mean this looks, and now he has to retreat. I mean, this looks terrible. GF, okay, well, okay. And then queen g3, I guess?
Yeah, I guess that's just very safe. Knight d5, queen g3, bishop g7.
Bishop f1, alright.
No.
Now he took on f4. Wow, and bishop e5. Did he miss something here, jump Paul, or?
I guess you can just take here, and black has to resign.
Wow, well, okay, this is an upset.
This is even cleaner. Queen g6, queen g4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's good technique, I think, by John Paul.
Looks very nice. definitely a very nice win for John Paul, who is now suddenly in contention for the top prizes. And
Lagoskar is just 10 seconds, so
played knight g5 actually, probably realizing that
knight g5 without threat, probably.
Yeah. So I guess I guess bishop e5 is still something he wants to do, but.
I don't know. I guess maybe I move like this. See if it's
you could take it and take on d4.
Bishop c4.
it's terribly risky, but.
Of course I blundered, but.
Yeah, of course you did, but you're a grandmaster, so you can't admit it. Okay,
but
it's
still unlucky, you know.
Still plus 10, so king h7, queen f5, and it's over.
Yeah, not surprisingly.
Yeah. It's so good that we can afford to drop a piece. Okay, so we'll just I think we could look at other games because this looks so good for example. H4 looks very clean. The computer move.
I mean, black doesn't have any threat, right? I mean, okay, bishop e5.
And still bishop e2 though. Okay, well, Lara did lose, right, against Jonas? Yeah. Jonas is about to win
this
against Mats.
Untouchable pawn because of the fork, so it's just a piece up.
Yeah.
This we saw
as well. Rune won against Rygestad, right?
Yeah, the last time we saw it looked really depressing.
Very nice for Rune. He might face Lars Oskar the next round. Lars Oskar would of course have to do very well in the last 2 rounds to be able to get a norm if he loses today. If it's possible. If it's possible, I'm not sure.
It's not possible because there's not enough grandmasters in the tournament.
3, right? I think that's sufficient.
But I heard you can't take norm in this tournament. It was written. You can't take norm, really?
I think so, but I'll have to double check if you heard otherwise. But,
because I heard from 5 people that he couldn't take, and I also saw on Bergen shock that.
Yeah, it looked difficult, but I thought that was because Rune Djurus was not doing very well. But all right, if it's not possible, then that's a bummer. But
no, probably you're right. You have to just play 3 grandmasters, so I don't see why you can't. So.
And I think sufficient number of nationalities, I guess.
You have to play 3 different, but he has no.
But he has, right? Yeah, Swedish, Norwegian, and Miesi. So
yeah, okay. Then maybe he's losing on purpose to get.
To pinpoint Rune Djurus. We'll see. Anyway, very nice game by Rune today.
Yeah, just playing against the terrible bishop, and the d pawn just decides the matters.
Very nice technique as well with king g2 h5 and just softening up those
If
squares.
you take his point is 94 or
what's the point?
There's no point.
What's Rygestad doing? h6. At least you have to take on g6, right? If not, you can resign.
Yeah, I agree. If you want to play h6, it's better to resign. Why do you play h6? I mean, he was afraid of this, but apparently he can just take, and he's not.
Should be normable according to.
He missed rook d3. That's a clever intermezzo.
Right. It's normable according to Asbjørn. He's also talking about Nappa turnering, but I guess that's talking about something else entirely, Asbjørn. Black had a very nice position after f4 and knight h5.
Probably not bar in both ways.
Yeah, I guess Asbjørn would know. Yay, John Paul has been doing very well today, beating Lars Oskar Hauge, who's I guess needs 2 out of 2 or something like that to be able to get his norm.
Yeah, so Tryggestad here could save the game with hg knight e4, take on d5. He thought he was getting mated with queen f7, but rook d3 is a very clever move.
Lifesaver, yeah. And even the fork on e6 is covered. So.
Getting the queen away and then capturing, and he's holding on. But after h6, yeah, as you said.
Sloppy calculation, though. I mean, this is nowhere near good enough. So
g4 is a nice way to break the structure, and then he lost on time, but his position is also lost. So.
Yeah, Lars Oskar also needs, as the chat points out, a rating average of 2380 plus, but I'm Not sure what his average is now, but at least it's good enough right now. Wow.
Ingrid lost this position with white.
Oh.
That's sad news.
That's very disappointing. This looks just dead loss, right?
Actually, how do you play d6 here with black is just crazy to me.
Yeah, and in combination with h5, we are not left with a very good impression by Juan Carlos's play so far, but he did win.
Yeah, and you were giving him some credit before the game that can be clever in the
He can be clever, but he was too clever in this game. At least up till now. But okay, d6, terrible blunder again.
It's insane. Rook on
and then
d6.
rook e6 for free. Okay, maybe that wasn't the most. I would play rook g6, I guess, but.
Yeah, she thought she played logical.
Rook g6 is just completely.
Bishop c8 was what she missed, but okay, he didn't see that, and now hinting at this. Oof.
Did white lose this?
Or is it the wrong?
I really hope white didn't lose this. Okay.
I think white lost. Like black can't move. I mean, even if you give black.
Send your queen to h4.
Yeah, I mean, when you play with black, it's just you should resign, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there are no moves, and f6 is coming.
Queen e3, threatening the bishop, but after bishop c6.
Okay, still good, but.
What?
Playing very well.
This is insane, no?
Mate in 8. I mean, she didn't lose this though, right? Whoa!
Oh my god!
Boom! No.
That's such a cold shower.
That's a really cold shower.
It's probably the worst thing I've seen in a very long time.
I mean, she played fantastically well game against.
I feel really bad.
Aryan might vomit, projectile vomit at any minute. I mean this was
even this forces resignation. It's just
Queen e7 and everything drops.
Oof.
Oh, that was terrible. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm just speechless after that.
Yeah, that was not a pretty sight.
Oof. She was playing a brilliant game actually.
Yeah. And then she
I mean, even this, like, it's actually a surprise that black plays this and doesn't resign, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, what is black hoping for here? I mean, fe and bishop g6, isn't that just completely lost?
I'm probably hoping for this and...
Okay, right.
It's insane.
Rook e4 to f4, yeah. It's completely winning. In so many ways.
How do you stand up after such a blunder? It's just...
I guess she fell down. I mean, this was...
I mean, like, you take on g7 and you see your opponent take the rook. I mean, it's like... The
that sinking
collapses.
Feeling, right? Yeah, that sinking feeling.
It's like, I would probably get a heart attack.
Yeah.
I think many people would do.
I would probably get what we call in Norway as illebefinnende.
Like you're holding your pen, you're expecting to write king g7, and then suddenly rook g7.
Yeah, I've already written the k, and then he's reaching for the rook. That's really unlucky.
Of course, it's a huge blunder, but after such a well played game, it's just terrible to see Ingrid lose this. Of course, a lucky miracle save by Juan Carlos.
Yeah, but still, God. I mean, of course, it's I feel really bad for her, but at the same time, how don't you like see rook? I mean, it's just
Yeah, I mean, as chat points out, she must have just expected king takes because it's a check, right, and then rook takes.
Yeah, probably she was also slightly nervous beating a high-rated opponent or something.
Is he high-rated though? I don't think so.
Isn't he?
I'm not sure.
Isn't he 2100?
No, is he? I'm not sure. 1994 and she's 2051. So that's not.
Makes it even worse.
Yeah, it makes it even worse. Just rubbing it in here. Sorry, Ingrid, but very nice game. Up until now. Maker won. Very nice game against Jacob, but the opening was sloppy from both. But
the end game
took over. Yeah.
He won the bishop pair and then he played well.
Yeah.
Just this rook suddenly got trapped in a bad position. Okay, the rook on g6 is not playing, so it's just...
Yeah, somehow he could have finished earlier, I guess, but...
so...
Missy won?
Yeah, so if we talk about the results, so this is finished. So for board 1, Mies is 1, board 2, Wallace 1, as we saw. Board 3, Bjarne 1, board 4, still playing.
Wow.
What? Blunder Rook H6? Oh my god. what
lots of tired players here, I think. Lots of blunders.
What are we witnessing?
I mean, if Mats saves this, it's the save of the tournament. Unless we give that to Juan Carlos, of course.
Yeah, but it's gonna save now. I mean, the psychology is just...
Yeah, I mean, now it's suddenly not so easy. I mean, knight g2, but 2
play
pawns
knight e5 now, I mean...
Yeah.
Why do you put your knight here when you can put it on e5?
Yeah,
isn't that very
such
strange?
a nice square, right?
Like, you learn that when you're 5 years old and you start playing chess. If you can put a knight in the center, you put it in the center. You don't put it on the rim.
Even with 2 minutes, knight e5 looks like such a safe move. And if rook g1, then you can do whatever. I mean, h4 or something.
Yeah, any move. Yeah, I mean, I have to say that's just deserved. I mean, you can put a knight here. Why do you put it on h4? It's just... I feel worse for Ingrid, to be honest.
Yeah. As chat pointed out, after rook g1, you could even take on g6 and play king e5 and it's winning.
Yeah, that's a good point by Doc and Chris.
Right, so Mats might be able to save this. I don't think we have any other live games going on still besides this. I mean, lots of games have finished.
Yeah, so we can keep our eye on this board then. But he played king e5 and rook g6, I guess. He's gonna try rook a7 and test Mats, but it's just king f8.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I would also play king f8 without hesitating, but this should be pretty well known for Mats. King is close enough, and there's nothing going on, I guess. Even with the extra pawn, this is not something you would expect to win with white.
Yeah, you can actually just wait forever. I guess that's the simplest. And whenever the pawn reaches e6, you go back and start checking as a 6th rank defense, which I'm sure Mats is aware of.
Yeah, I mean that's also something such a strong player would find at the board.
Yeah. You can find it even by calculation, but...
Yeah, he obviously knows this. It is a table-based draw. White can do no other things than push his pawn, and when it reaches the 6th rank, as Aryan pointed out, it's time to harass the white king.
Yeah. So, if you look at the standings... So, yeah, Mies won a very important game.
He will probably play back against Jonas tomorrow then.
And that's a game Jonas can definitely win with white. So.
Of course, it will be a key game tomorrow at least. And John Paul, 5 points, equal amount of points as Las Oscar after his win.
Yeah, John Paul, after the first game where he lost to a much lower rated opponent, he's definitely played well and got back. So nice job by him.
Fodelsnes lost today. I'm probably not too happy about that. Corner roll Donald plus 19 in ELO. Obviously trying to get this IM norm. That's also very nice. And Lava doing very well on 9th place. Performance 2400.
Solid performance by Tor Frederick. He will also definitely try to finish well the last 2 games.
Yeah.
If he could have a good result as well if he
so plus 6 rating wise, trying to cross 2400 again definitely belongs up there.
Yeah, I agree. Then we have the big upset of the tournament, Ludwig, but he should have won this game.
He should have won this game, and of course an IM norm would have been super close for him if he won this game. Probably
secured, I think.
Probably secured, yeah. Draw today will bring his poor performance down a couple of points, but he is still en route. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this will be a draw pretty soon, I guess.
Yeah, we don't really need to...
No, I think you could round off here. Please follow us on social media, guys. I mean, you have the links and everything in the graphic above us, but offerspill.com is
is of course the place to visit. And please follow the broadcast tomorrow, same time. Will be new streamers tomorrow, but I guess about the same quality when it comes to entertainment. Not of course the same with that Aryan, but we'll try to make it work. We'll of course send the live broadcasts tomorrow, 5 o'clock Norwegian time, and it's also at noon Saturday. So
we're not gonna watch ourselves, but
find someone to raid.
Yeah, I was thinking find someone to raid.
Of course.
Not so many people streaming now.
Yeah.
Who can we raid? Just 24 or Banterblitz with Magnus?
Sure, we can raid that. Yeah, of course.
Raid Just 24.
Let's do that.
See you guys. Thanks for everybody who watched. It's been a pleasure commentating with Joachim, and I hope I can do it again as soon as possible. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great night.
See you soon, guys.
See you. Bye.